Hello, Internet. Hello, Twitch.
Hello.
How's
Yo,
it
yo, yo,
going?
yo, what it be, what it be, what it be? It's your boy.
Welcome to Neon Lights in Night City, the Cyberpunk Red actual play campaign, and the only game on this channel that does time travel, actually, because for us, it's Saturday.
It's
It's Saturday, and we are
yesterday.
pre-recording this episode.
Greetings,
Yeah,
future.
exactly.
I hope tomorrow's going a lot better for you guys than today's going for us.
Hey! But anyways, so yeah, sorry, chat, but I, at least, and we, as recordings, will not be able to interact with you. But several of us will be in chat. We're doing this because I'm the kind of person that takes vacations, and I have a big family one I can't avoid tomorrow. So
Here, let's
I guess
pause.
today
Let's
I'll
pause.
be-
Let's pause real quick.
Oh,
Chat, tell a funny joke real quick. Just everybody give 10 seconds. Chat, put a funny joke in the chat. Right, just funny joke. Chat, you ready? Just go ahead. And then 10 seconds. Everybody laugh.
You sure you should be making that challenge while I'm here?
We're doing it. All right, now everybody laugh like Chat said something funny. Oh my God, Chat, that was so
Very
great!
good joke.
Wow! Oh my God,
No purple.
that's great. And also a TOS violation. Wow, I can't believe you said that on our channel. You're gonna get banned for saying that. Holy crap, that was so crazy to say. Can't believe you just said that out loud like
It's
that.
totally gonna get happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a wild
true.
opinion to
I
have
wanna
of
become
women. I
famous
can't believe you just
because
said
of my
that. Anyway, take it away, Tate.
All right, my name is Tate Washburn. I am the DM for this campaign, and I would like to introduce my three players, starting, we're gonna say, with Foxy.
What's going on? It's your boy Young Fox, aka Big Fox, aka Favorite Fox. Checking in to say, play a Fox to Fix It today. We're on a road trip right now, but I still have ambitions of a political goal and all the political pussy that comes along. Sorry, it's a joke. Anyway, I'm gonna pass it over to Michelle now.
I'm not supposed to say that part out loud.
The part where Lynx, which is by the way what I am playing today, Lynx, our netrunner, is going to probably slap Fox silly and or like I don't know, punch him.
Shut up, you
In the
love
gut.
me.
That
Well,
was
yeah,
out of character, though.
also,
That was out of character, so she doesn't actually do that. But if he did,
yeah, would totally do so. Yeah, that's it.
Poetry. Well done. Beautiful.
Shush, you.
You're pointing at a camera. You could be meaning any of us.
Damn,
You
please,
know?
Hi,
Damn,
I'm
please do
Dan.
your intro.
I play Huck the Doctor, or the MedTech, and Master Sniper. I hope. I got a shiny new rifle.
we're gonna
that
find out today.
We'll see.
you
Oh wait, what?
get to try out. And yeah, I am probably just going to quietly bury my face in my hands after hearing that comment from Fox.
Listen, there's plenty out here, bro. The boss. If you ever, lonely night on your own,
You're
doctor,
a rude
doctor
dude.
work getting to you a bit too much. You call your favorite Fox. All right. I found you a rifle. I can find you the finer things in life just as easily. All right.
I will politely decline.
For now.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dating service Fox would provide. That probably would be bad. It'd be well sourced.
See, I
didn't
know
think
some
about
people.
dating.
dating service.
That's extreme. Who's anything about dating? Holy shit.
One night stand is a date as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, yeah, what happened last time is that these three, having gotten a job to go out into the middle of the Colorado desert to try and find a robot making facility, managed to leave. They had to sort of meet up with Daniel, the nomad, and get permission from his father-in-law to borrow a vehicle. And they had a brand new vehicle, a sort of large van, like those old camper vans that they have named Ozymandias. Or
Big
Ozzy.
Ozzy. Big Ozzy
It's
hype.
white. It has like blue and orange stripes going down the center and like that really old school look. And yeah, they just left Night City. And so, sort of bringing us into this space. This will work.
Mark.
Oh, we in here.
There we go. Got a little background music going for you.
Hell yeah.
So, you left pretty early in the morning, around noon, and it's gonna take you a few days to get there as you've selected to sort of go the roundabout way, sort of down through southern Nevada into Arizona, and then sort of like kind of a bit into New Mexico before heading up into Colorado. and it's a pretty scenic route. It's more through like wilderness, less freeways. There's some kind of crazy backtracks going around. Primarily, this is to avoid major cities. I think that as you're going, Daniel, who's like outside on his motorcycle, but is sort of radioing in. Yeah, Fox is really enjoying that.
Listen, it's a good track, alright? It's a slap.
He is in charge of the
It's a
radio.
pretty good track. Yeah. But no, so... yeah, Daniel explains, like, yeah, a lot of the old major cities, sort of anywhere between Night City and basically Boston, are varying levels of broken down and or abandoned.
Fucked.
There's a few exceptions. Chicago's still doing all right. A lot of the cities in Texas are actually kind of doing okay. But like everywhere else, no, there's just not the infrastructure anymore. The only way that materials get across that great expanse is nomad groups like his own. And so there's quite a lot of cities that are variously levels of abandoned. They're not exactly... what's the word? The people living there are not exactly friendly to outsiders either. Notable ones that would be on your trip are Vegas is kind of nuts and not the way it is now. It is gone full Mad Max. It is not pleasant. People generally don't walk out of there alive.
Oh, so it's gotten better.
Well, I mean, compared to pre-collapse in this setting in 24, debatable, I guess. Debatable. You'll lose less money. You just probably lose more blood. And then also, Salt Lake City has been mostly abandoned, so the only things that live there are people who probably set, like, bear traps to catch people, and not great. Like,
Yeah, we're
basically
avoiding
the
that
whole city has
entirely.
been abandoned. Yeah, it's not a great place to be. The people who used to live there, that used to be friendly, they're gone. They've all left to, like, Missouri, Chicago, places like that. Anyways, so, you're kind of driving through a lot of empty wilderness. So one of the questions I'd like to have, just like little flavor, how do you three deal with a really prolonged road trip, like a multi-day road trip?
Well, the first thing that would happen is if we're just riding along in relative silence is after like, because I feel like Fox really isn't in the mood to talk too much. He's kind of just like sitting there quietly for a bit, but eventually get a little bit bored and look around, and then walk up towards the front, hit whatever radio's in this thing, and just try to get something good to play, because I don't do quiet. It is way too fucking quiet in this van, alright? We need some sounds going. And once I got like something comfortable going on, something good, it doesn't have to be great, just something passable,
Yeah.
I'll just sit back down, like, look over at Doc, like, you like this song?
If one of you guys wants to roll me a luck roll, not using luck points, but just your current luck point stat would be max, I would be very interested as to how good of the music you get is.
Fancy dice, here it goes. It's a crit already. First one.
Boom, look at that 0. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Hey, roll me that again.
That's a 9. That's 19.
Damn,
Well,
that's a
that's
really
good.
good roll to
Plus
blow
I
on
think it's
absolutely
7.
fucking nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, 19 plus your luck stat, which is 8, is
Yeah, I'm out here for real.
27.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm lucky as shit.
So, yeah, early on, and I'm going to apply this roll to just, like, all the radio stuff, because it might actually be helpful. Early on, as you're leaving Night City, you actually get a radio show coming out of the Wonderland Club, which you didn't know they do, like, a radio show, but it's actually your buddy Nicky Yo.
Hey.
So he comes on the radio, it's like, hello, Night City. This is Nicky Yo, your favorite DJ at the Wonderland Club, Don't Tell White,
That's my buddy.
who is running the podcast for the next few weeks. I finally convinced them to give me a job other than just being on stage. It's going to be pretty cool. So I'm actually going to try and play a lot of music that's not just mine, but, you know, I'm still going to be in there. Hope you like my curated playlist, folks. We are going on every frequency I can possibly convince them to give me a machine for. We're on the net, we're on AM, FM radio, you know, that old bullshit, and, you know, a bunch of other things. If you can find me, I'm not going to be picky. Anyways, here we go. And yeah, it's like music you're pretty comfortable with.
It's such a strange feeling. Pride in someone besides myself.
Yeah.
He's doing so great. That's my boy.
Can we adopt
So
him?
yeah, you just get like, you get little like news updates from him just about what's going on in the city, and like part of your luck roll is yeah, he's basically evangelizing for you, Fox, whenever politics comes up, like 100%. He doesn't even need to be convinced. He's not even on your payroll. He's just like, absolutely. I think he's maybe even gotten a recording of like your second speech that you just made, and is just playing every once in a while like snippets of it. He's like trying to get this basically like the cyberpunk equivalent of memeing it, of like this is just like some clip of like, yeah, this is what the streets do to people or something like that. I don't remember exactly what you said.
It was pretty good shit though. I'll go back and watch the VOD later, but it was some good shit. I'm pretty sure. I was spitting. I'm pretty sure. So.
But yeah, Doc. I don't actually know Doc's opinion on like the standard music of the city, which is either like punk rock or like more electronic, like rap EDM feel. I don't know what Doc's taste in music is.
Doc is a bit. He's a bit old-fashioned when it comes to music, and kind of has an appreciation for the classics, but also is low-key a big punk rock fan.
All right, well then you're gonna hate me at first, because like as soon as like something like a half recognizable rap song comes on, Fox is like out of his seat and like in both of your faces, just like spitting lines and like throwing his hands around, like he's throwing a fucking concert in this fucking place. He's having a great
Lynx
fucking
has just
time.
pushed his face away and just like, stop, not while I'm typing.
Oh no, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just having a good time. He's bored. He's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Like he'll give you a little bit of space once you like start shoving his face back, but he won't stop. Like he's gonna keep doing it. He might even get a little bit louder, like just a little bit louder.
Like that you're doing it. She's more like just not in my bubble. While
Yeah,
I'm typing.
he just sits down next to you. He's like, I got 15 bad bitches going there. Like he's having a great fucking time. He's really having a great time. And then it's just like more heavy punk rock. He just hops up and he's like air guitaring and like headbanging like directly towards you, Doc, and like throwing lines at you. Like he's encouraging you, like, come on, you know you wanna, come on, man, this is your shit, come on.
Doc is, during the rap song, he is stone-faced, desperate not to give Fox the attention that he knows that he wants.
Serve, goddammit.
Just like, don't look at him, don't look at him, don't look at him.
Give in.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. And then when the punk song comes on, he just he smiles slightly and just starts moving in his seat in quiet appreciation.
Oh yeah, like like in every important like rock concert, the moment like lead guitarist is like in the mic with the lead singer, he's like playing the guitar but like singing the chorus with him. Like Fox is still air guitaring and like doing that like in his seat, like next to Doc, just going back and forth. Like just it's fucking homely. It's adorable.
Okay. I want to get to Link's, so yeah. What does Doc, other than sometimes joining in, what would he do during a long road trip?
Hopefully something more productive.
I think for the most part he's content to listen to the music. It's kind of hard to like do any kind of intricate work in a moving vehicle. So you can't really make pharmaceuticals or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure I already have enough enough to last for most people, like for everyone on the trip.
Don't say that.
Well,
I mean these are functional pharmaceuticals, not like the recreational kind.
Oh no,
Yeah.
listen, no, it's not even about that. I'm just saying, like, you say that means that you're just working with stuff that getting shot up more.
Well, the thing about that is like they only like there's a cooldown on how much like you can only
benefit from it once a day.
Oh great,
So often.
even worse. We fucked. I'm kidding. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. What else do you
Oh
want
yeah,
to say?
and sadly I was so focused on practicality I didn't think to bring anything to twiddle my thumbs with, not even a book.
Duct tape.
What?
Duct tape.
Same.
Duct tape.
Oh, duct tape.
You can make a lot of shit out of duct tape.
What?
I can.
What? Oh, I'm bored. Hey, I got this duct tape. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean,
don't know why you have duct tape with you.
I think that there's
Fuck
maybe
the why
some.
she has duct tape. Why is that her go-to for fun? Like,
Welcome to life
you
in
are a
the station.
hacker! Could you not pull up some pirated movie and be like, huh, bro, watch the latest, I don't know, Transformers 13 or some shit. Like, you just...
See, the thing is,
Hey, here's this
Lynx
duct tape.
could totally give them like her virtual goggles and like let them like, you know, access whatever is left of the net. But like at this point, like Lynx is kind of like hands deep in like messing with not only the current architecture but like trying to like fit like, because she brought along a scrambler and a radio comm, so she's just like messing around with shit to see if like she can make anything useful out of it. So I mean, if somebody wants to snag her her VR goggles.
hey, DM. There any screens or video players in this old RV?
There is a old TV that has definitely been upgraded enough you could do something with it.
Alright, so
but
yeah,
you-
Fox is like fucking around. He gets more like the guitar solo kicks in, and he's like really kind of like hopping around, having a great fucking time. He hops a bit too far, and the car lurches once, so he kind of like oh shit, and like hits the TV. It turns on, and he's like, he like taps like Lynx is like, mama, get any movies?
What?
Lynx may have movies with that go for it. You just could have a few on your like deck.
Ah yeah, just pull up some classics.
I feel like
don't
Lynx
know.
has that, but also her bro Oryx just snuck a few of like the really obscure ones onto her deck because of the long road trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This
Fox
film
is
Since
super
you've
into
like-
like.
Samurai Cop. It looks interesting.
Oh yeah, Fox is super into like 90s kung fu movies. Like he's like just like the cheesiest shit. Like the spin your nunchucks over your head so you can fly around kind of cheesy kung fu movies. Not even like the every time your hands like the pick up T and it goes swoosh swoosh when you pick up the T like cheesy. Not even like real cheesy shit. Like Fox is into it, and he's seen them all like a million times. He like knows all the lines. He like repeats them all randomly and like does like half the hand motions. And as he's been practicing martial arts, so now he's like really kind of like doing them pretty well at this point. Like it's embarrassing still, but it's kind of cool looking.
I think, Link said to reconnect with Oryx. I think you realize that he has a really odd taste in media, and that like he probably knows every movie ever made, but the ones he likes are never the ones that everyone else does. So like, yeah, he put some real weird esoteric movies in there,
So
like
you're
some
saying
weird.
this
Like, you
actually-
cannot see a pattern.
Well, Lynx is gonna take her old cyber deck and just like quickly hook it up to the TV and like start playing movies and then go back to her new cyber deck and just like start messing.
I will do my
That's
best
fair.
to not randomly flak you while practicing my martial arts. I will try. I can't promise I won't fail though. I will do
Like,
my
if you
level
do,
best.
pulls out a grapple gun. I have rope.
That's not nice. I don't appreciate that.
You also have
In
duct
this
tape.
context,
You also have duct tape.
I also have duct tape.
Why is this running joke so good?
So, I do have a thing that I'd like Lynx to roll for, is that you're setting up this sort of, you've already set up a lot of the net architecture on this vehicle, but I'd like sort of one more roll to, as you're sort of finishing it up.
Okay.
You're copying the demon into it. I wanna know how well that goes.
Came
Whatever
up with
Alright.
skill you think would be
with
applicable
demons.
for that.
I mean, this is security, so I could use electronic security
Sure.
tech for that. And I'll take a +2 from my tech scanner. Although, yeah,
Hey.
which is nice. Please roll. Oh my god, it's a
like
crit!
Crit. Oh, she hit him with a critical. Oh my god.
Plus the 2 from the tech scanner is a 31!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want you to write this down. You just have like a +2 when you are using this architecture to like manipulate the vehicle.
Oh.
Okay,
Someone's
plus
on
2
turret gun.
with...
This is not something that's going to translate for anyone else using the vehicle, but you just set this up like specifically for your like programming idiosyncrasies.
So mom's on turret gun. Got it.
Yeah, so just you, not the demon you put in, but just you when you're using it. It's a +2 to any like vehicle checks or messing with the gun that is on the back. I think you guys can inspect it, and it's not like an amazing gun, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's a mounted gun, so it's nice. Just
Does it
you've
shoot
seen
bullets?
better. It shoots bullets.
That does. Can
bullets in
it
it?
shoot?
It can shoot.
All right. As long as it can shoot, then we're good. As long as it can shoot, we'll be fine, guys. Shout out to my boy Ploy, by the way. I've been reading this random comic I found back home in one of the old stacks called, I don't know, like Seven Sons. I'm only like a couple issues in. The story's pretty good so far. I don't know, the overall narrative seems kind of like roughshod and thrown together, but the characters are interesting and they seem to hold it together. So, like whoever wrote it is probably like had no idea what the fuck he's writing. Like he's kind of a moron, definitely. But like whoever like made the characters, like whoever like put those characters in there, they definitely knew what they were doing. Those guys are good. The overall writer, like the overall story architect, I don't know, that guy, he needed some editing he needed an editing pass. I don't know what he was on. Anyway, good comic. More importantly, anything more important happened on this road trip besides me making meta jokes?
Yeah. So this is sort of what happens like the first day or two, and the only other question I have about that is, are you guys driving through the night and just like staying awake in shifts?
I mean, Dad can't, so...
He actually is fine if we want to do that. In fact, he's this like very experienced nomad. He's like, no, I can sleep on the road. Watch this, and he just like drives up behind Ozzy, and there's like a latch on his motorcycle and on Ozzy that have been installed. And he just like latches it together and just like very nimbly climbs into the vehicle and sleeps with like in there.
Huh. Quite. Let's remember he can do that just in case.
Yeah, good to know.
Might as well ask Daniel for his opinion on whether we should drive through the night or not.
I think he sort of looks at you guys like, well, I can, but sleeping while driving is kind of difficult, at least to be fully rested, so... I don't know. If you guys think that you can handle that, and as a meta on that, you are basically going to have to roll me some kind of, like, concentration to do you get sleep?
Well,
For the nights you do this.
I mean, we're not really in any rush, are we?
No, I guess not.
We could stop and just like
We
sleep
don't
in
have
the
anywhere
stop
you need to
vehicle.
go for campaign stuff.
Stop, lock the doors. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna go over and ask both our DM and like in character. I'm kind of asking Lynx. You know, does our gun have some kind of like sentry mode or something like that, where it can like react to like a motion threat, even if it's just like nothing to like shoot at anybody, but like even just like alert, like hey, someone's nearby. I'm gonna wake the gun up and like set an alarm off, like some kind of like alert mode. If we could do something like that, then let's just sleep in the truck.
I mean, with that very excellent roll, yeah, the demon that you've copied in there, Lynx, already can do that.
Oh fuck yeah! Well yeah, if you can do that, then yeah, I mean let's catch some sleep in here. We'll catch some rest. We're in no rush. Let's get some sleep. Make sure that if anything does hop up on us, the best would be as best as possible. Want to shoot straight, right? So let's just get
Lynx
some rest.
does not shoot.
That's fair, but you're gonna shoot the gun.
Okay, whatever. I need to sleep anyways. Lynx
Agreed.
is like not entirely recovered from pulling like basically an all-nighter and a half.
Yeah, Fox just like finds a random like couch or cot or area that's like not too close to you guys, decently far enough away. It's just like, yeah, guess we're going to bed alone. This sucks.
Who cares? Lynx is extremely prepared and came with like an inflatable bed and sleep bag. So like she tosses one over to Huck. Well, Huck because she's assuming Huck does not have one.
Grazie.
I'm just gonna look over.
Well, so this is a camper, so it does have like a bed in the back that could fit like maybe 2 people, and the couch does like
Sweet.
come out into a bed.
I'll just look at. I'll just.
Just the 4 of us.
Fox will point to the bed. He'll look at Lynx and then go. Not go back to my childhood like that. And then play the Hawk and go. I'll put a dock and just go. You gonna cuddle?
I'll take the couch.
Dan
Fine.
is fine. Daniel is like, yeah, sure. Cot bed sounds great.
Yeah, see? Prude. And Fox will go cuddle with Daniel since you're gonna be a prude about it.
Daniel does sleep with his like shotgun right next to the bed.
That's fine. Plenty of women I've slept with have done similar.
Grab.
That wasn't in character, by the way.
Yeah.
That is my life!
So I think that you guys, I think Daniel still recommends that you sort of sleep in shifts as much as you have like you do have like an AI around. It's good to have someone who can't be hacked to be watching.
Alright,
Yeah, just throughout the night. It's not really a problem. Yeah, shifts of 4 is super easy. So yeah, that's sort of how those first several days go. I think that it takes like 3 days to get there if you're sleeping at night, as opposed to like a day and a half. I think it's around like partway through the second day you sort of lose signal with Night City. And it's at the end of the second day, and then you guys get to sleep, and like early in the morning you start getting another radio signal. This one is actually coming from, for a while you're not sure, and you have like some theories on that, but it's early in the morning that a radio announcer comes on, and it's like this sort of deep, gravelly voice. It's like, coming to you live from the deserts of Ferguson, New Mexico. This is Guerrilla Radio. I am your very alone host. Oh, what am I doing this for? Anyways, you all know who you are. Everybody in camp, so fuck it, listen to this. And it's like a bunch of, when I say like classic rock, for you guys, that's like Rage Against the Machine-ish age of punk rock. So like, it's the old stuff. And then there's some like songs you haven't heard before that I think you recognize are being sung by this dude. Like, imagine if Johnny Cash was just a little less country and a little more punk rock. Like, it's a little faster, a little more grungy, but it's very much like this deep, gravelly voice that's not really singing a lot of tones, but it's trying to like... And it's all living in the middle of nowhere. Just the middle of fucking nowhere, and having to fight like random dudes in leather with weird spikes on, and like trying to farm in a desert. It gets very extremely personal to this dude.
I think halfway through, like the deep personal talks about like being alone in the desert and having to fight people off and never seeing anybody you know. Fox just cut it off for like, you guys want to talk? How are we feeling today? Anybody okay?
So the songs are about that, but he does have like an interview in there with, you get the impression that this person, there's like a farm out there and there's people living there, and this is just like the weird dude in the farm town that wants to do his own radio show. Because you guys are, yeah, like somewhere around like Albuquerque, New Mexico, actually. And you are going to take a left, it turns out, but...
God damn it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's got hobbies, I guess, Fox says.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's like this weird local dude that's doing interviews with the people he lives with in a town of like, you would probably guess like 50 people.
Huh. That's quaint.
Maybe there's room
Yeah, you can-
for one more at the Wonderland.
Yeah, let's, you know, I don't want to say I miss that place, but I certainly don't feel very close to home right now. Gotta say, guys, I'm, out of my element out here. Would you say that I'm nervous?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm never nervous. This is new.
Don't like it. You've been nervous before.
Think of
mean-
it as an opportunity for a new experience.
Yeah, I've been, like,
Learn and grow.
waiting in line for a pregnancy test nervous. This is worse. You know?
See what you mean.
This isn't like, if I short this guy $5 and this drug dealer might put a bullet in my head nervous. This is like... Actually, no, it's kind of just like that, except, you know, worse. Actually, now that I think about it. Huh.
Understandable. It may be for the best if we keep our heads down while we pass through.
Agreed. Fox will, he will draw his pistol, and I think definitely Lynx, you'd know this, and Doc, you'd probably know, having hung around me long enough. Fox does not like to keep his pistol cocked. He does not like to keep one in the head. It's not like it's like a voodoo thing for him. But like he's just like he just racks one and just puts it back in his waist, just like, all right, eyes up, people. No one gets
Don't
to jump on us.
accidentally shoot it into your foot.
Or worse.
One in the
Like
chamber.
that, exactly. Exactly that sound.
Sound effects, yeah.
Sirenscape.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag non-sponsored
Show,
content.
not
Hashtag
sponsored
please
by,
sponsor.
yeah. Hashtag not sponsored, hashtag please sponsor, hashtag we will say your name at the top and bottom of literally every segment we ever do.
Every
if you do
segment.
this.
By the way, check out Sirenscape. I'll work it into the meta of the universe. You hear me? I'll make it happen.
Whatever t-shirt you want to send us is like ads.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
serious. I'll get a virtual
Every show.
background. It's just like
Never
you
mind
guys'
the fact
symbol.
that our shirts don't show up in the stream.
Fine.
We see our heads.
Anyways, So yeah, so do you guys want to keep listening to this radio or not?
I don't know. Fox is like.
I mean, Doc is into this kind of music, so like he's down with it.
I think Fox turned it down a
Yeah,
little
even
bit.
the personal.
Yeah, he would turn it down a little bit, but like if Doc's into it, he wouldn't turn it off because he want to be like an asshole. But like he's just kind of like, he's not as like music hype as he was yesterday. He's kind of just more like sitting, like hand close to his waist, kind of like tapping his foot, just like. And I think every now and then, the occasion is like randomly asks Kat like if they're in range to like get a call out to Night City. He's certain the answer is no, but he's gonna just still ask every now and then, just like.
Yeah, you could send a message, but not like a two-way call.
Well, yeah, no, he's not good at texting. He's just gonna not bother with that. But he just like
Yeah.
every now and then he's like he flips through his like contacts idly, stops on a certain number that's in the J's, and then just like, and then like flips it away.
Okay, so and then I think Doc, being the one who's listening to this more, what skill do you think would be like just notice a thing? It's not a person skill, so I want to say regular perception, but I'm fine if it's something else for you.
Lip reading.
Reading the radio.
Yeah, reading.
I don't know why
Just
that's so
torture.
funny.
For
I don't know why that's
resist
so
torture.
funny. It's always
For
so
Fox to be
good.
very funny if it was resist torture, but you know.
Maybe perception or deduction, maybe, or
I will take either of those, yeah.
hey, I see green.
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
Damn.
God, the third.
Have-
Yo!
There. Oh, hey, you're just rolling amazing for this.
Big
This is
ballin'
actually
out
very
here.
critical. So, yeah, I mean, part of this is the luck roll that Fox got on like this radio actually being helpful. But yeah, as you're sitting here listening to it, I mean, yeah, his personal music is even still pretty good. He just doesn't have the like production value to put a lot of different voices on. He's obviously using like a barely strung together handmade guitar or some shit. But it's when he starts interviewing people in his community, this guy, you start being like, now hold on, and something piques your interest. The DJ's name is Gray Anderson. And he's like, oh, yep, here we are listening to one of our local farmers, Mr. Doc. Doc, D-O-C-K, is what he calls this guy. But it doesn't matter. I'm just making sure it's not you, Doc. It's like, Mr. Doc, you said you've been seeing some stuff out to the north. And yeah, he starts like this guy with an extremely heavy, like, mid-southern sort of accent that I'm not going to try and recreate. And you
Wait,
actually have a hard time, like, deciphering.
Please, for me?
Okay, let's see. Here, some there. I've been out looking at the farming in the north and trying to find a new place to, plant some of our crops we done need. And this is very weird for me. To need, and I've been seeing some of them metal men that we've been talking about just out in there in the forest. Out there in the metal men and this guy's rambling a lot. But Doc, as you're just like listening to this, you're like, now hold on. He's talking about these metal men to the north, and starts talking about the location. He's to double check with links and the map, and he's actually been getting close to the gas station, and he starts describing what to you sounds very much like the robots that you've encountered before, but like the color is off. They're more like a dirty, sort of like rusty brown, maybe, which I don't know, might be camouflage as you look around. Like that's the color of everything out here. Just like that's what it is out here, is dusty and brown always. I said last time, God took a belt sander, went and left the dust. That's what this is. And he actually starts describing the areas he's run into them, and the DJ Anderson is in a more detailed way. Is like, yeah, so the reports are here, 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 and describes places on the map. You can mark down that I'm gonna say is gonna give you some benefits to avoiding what you're pretty sure are at least related to this place.
Huh. So it's a no on the gas station, I'm hearing.
No, the gas station is where you're going.
Oh.
You just need to know how to get to it without being seen.
Oh, okay, cool.
This location, this like robot factory, is beneath a gas station, hidden.
Right.
Like there's some sort of like secret entrance to it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Well, at least it's a sign we're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Listen, guys,
They
I
do
know I
do
said
so.
killer robots would be a cool thing to have on our side, so can we just get to the part where they're on our side already?
Well, that's what we're here to do.
Well, maybe I can. Well,
Maybe
you
pull
know,
off the killer part.
don't know how the robots work. This is the part where Lynx is like kind of regretting not taking a closer look at the robots in the hot zone, because she's like,
Yeah.
maybe you can figure out some kind of like scrambler for their communications or whatever.
Well, unfortunately, you're not Batman, and we don't have prep time, so not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is early in the third day, and you know that technically you will arrive here like if you just drove straight there and nothing, you would get there like afternoon of the third day. But Lynx, really quick, you could roll me some security tech to just like make a good guess as to like how to disrupt their communications.
Okay.
You did pretty confident without having to roll that that's like not over. 19's pretty good. Yeah, you can definitely come up with a few scramblers that will like block normal communications, like the stuff you would assume they do. It'd be difficult to do like direct line of sight, sort of like where like laser data, where you actually are just like sending electrons via laser to something, but that's not likely to be happening. So you can like get radio waves, Bluetooth, and Bluetooth adjacent stuff like Wi-Fi and things. You can probably fill it with junk data. You think, like, you just don't know if they're going to be doing something else. If they have some way of like physically connecting to each other, like what we have now with like the wireless charging for phones. If they're doing something like that, and every time they're touching the ground, they're communicating, there's no chance. But that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
That's what like a high-end corpo uses for their security robots in building. But you're like, yeah, it's probably not happening at this random gas station, but it does have a robot facility under it.
Yeah. The other thing is, I wonder if there's a method for Lynx to break open, like, I guess whatever self-containment the robot has to maybe like let out whatever our AI is stuffed in there. Whether or not it's one of her bro's friends or not might be a.
You would have to physically have one.
Yeah, Fox is
broken
gonna
up.
sigh as Lynx is talking out loud and say, "Well, I guess there is one way we could figure that out before we get to the factory." Folks say they're spotting robots out and around in the fields. Maybe we see if we can't go spot one ourselves.
We could always ambush one.
Sounds like a certified way to get ourselves shot at, but if you think it'll be helpful, I could waste the time.
A distraction might be nice.
From a 3-day road trip, maybe. I don't know, Daniel. What's your thoughts?
Daniel is outside the motorcycle right now. He's like, I'm here to back you guys up. I think that we could ambush a robot, but like we can't let any go. I don't know how these robots work, but there's no way that they don't travel in at least pairs, right?
That's true.
Makes sense. Well, good thing there's 4 of us then. 2 for each robot, right? Anyway, old man on the radio said he saw at least one out by the farms. Maybe we poke around there, see if we can't get a drop on a pair of them. I'm gonna take 2 of them. Maybe we can get at least one still semi-functional. We can have Mom rip it apart, figure out some shit about it. Just a thought.
The real question is, how do we do that without attracting the ire of the farmers?
And the other robots, because we don't know how they're communicating across.
Bigger question. Do we give a shit about the farmers that much?
If they see us in their farm and start shooting at us, we might.
Might draw the robots.
I want to be clear about the interview. This guy was looking for places to do his farm. Again, like, thick accent rambling, but he was scouting out new farm locations to the north of where they're actually at. It just happens to be kind of close to where your guys are going.
Alright, so that's good. So we're not actually going to be on his farm.
You guys I would like one of you to roll me some deduction, probably, and then, human insight seems wrong for robots, but some kind of more intuitive way. I'd like those 2 rolls.
I am not smart, so I'm going to leave that to my 2 smart compatriots around here.
Is
21 on deduction.
That's pretty good.
What I would like to do, actually, so Fox, your street smarts isn't going to apply here. However, as you and Daniel step back, because neither of you are very, like, intelligent, basically, and you both know it, Daniel is like, Well, I mean, I've been out in the desert a lot, and he can basically help you so you can use your street smart stat here. Like, you're basically relying on his information. As he starts talking about basic desert tactics, you're like, that's not that far off from
All right.
like how you ambush someone in a city.
Okay. I could. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna do the thing. Here comes Streetwise. 23.
Yeah.
That's a good roll.
So I think between Doc, you sort of like plan out where this guy saw these, and you're like, okay, those look like some kind of pattern, more like a like they're searching for something, or they're just patrolling to keep something away. And Fox, you all look at those, and you think, okay, with Daniel's help, as he sort of explains to you how it's similar to a city, you have to sort of scale up the size. I think you realize it's like, oh, that's definitely a patrol pattern. Like, if I wanted to keep someone out of my neighborhood, and I had people to do it, that's how I do that. And I think that you guys have a pretty good guess. There's like a stretch of freeway you could be next to, or you could try and hide yourself next to, that, you know, if you want to spend an extra day or two, you could wait for some robots to pass by, and you're pretty sure they'd come by that spot.
That's something we
I
want
would
to
say
do.
also, as part of this goal, you have an idea of how you'd maybe drive around this place and maybe get through that patrol if you wanted to instead just spy directly on the gas station from a distance.
Do we want to try that instead? Because that might be a good
That's
idea.
always important.
Pulling up right on the gas station and seeing if maybe we might catch one or two of them outside the gas station on their way back, from, like on a supply run or something. Might be a good time when they're a little bit less armed, maybe a little damaged. Maybe we can scoop one up on the way back, and then use that to get information before we make our actual charge on the gas station. Either way, I think if we do it there, that might be helpful, because that way, worst case scenario, if somehow they can communicate back and forth and they do get a signal out, we're already there. I can just use the shotgun or just hit the gas station, as opposed to like if we catch them in the field somewhere and one of them gets a signal out, they have time to prepare for it until we get to the gas station. If we go there, scout there for a while, we can attack maybe one or two robots in the field in the open, see if we can catch one of them, and if not, we change the plan too. Hit them hard, hit them fast, storm the place. Thoughts? Not gonna lie, guys. This is it's not my field, so I know I'm usually a little bullheaded when it comes to plans, but I'm willing to hear you guys out. I don't know everything out here.
I think Daniel's pitch in is like, I think that could work. We just need to be able to see them from a great enough distance. And he's been eyeing your really cool sniper rifle, Doc, because like that's heavier hardware than he's used to seeing. He's also not allowed to. He's told you he's not allowed to touch the sniper rifles in camp because like he's only very good at short distance, and he's definitely accidentally like hit some stuff he's not supposed to at long distance. And he's like, hey, that's. So he's like admiring. He's like, that'll let you see a pretty good distance. We might be able to use that to look at him from a ways, as long as we can find a good location nearby. And he's like, you guys can kind of pour over the map. And again, it's gonna take a roll to find it. Another streetwise, probably with help from somebody, or another deduction to read the map. Not yet. I'm just saying, if that's your plan, that's what it would take to find a good spot to spy on them from.
I think we should go with that plan, and I think we should let Doc make that role, because he'll be the one to be like mostly kind of finding the spot for himself. Because Falcon Dispersion is like, from Doctor to Scout Sniper. What can't you do, man?
If Lynx wants to help, is probably the one with the best deduction. You can also give him your deduction bonus on top of his.
Days to have steady hands.
Lynx is actually not very good at deduction, hilariously enough.
Well, tell you what, Doc, if you want to roll your deduction, can I help him out with one of my streetwise bonus somehow?
First, I'm just gonna roll something for Daniel.
Of course.
To see if he can possibly help with this.
Sam.
I'm gonna say you can add. What stat does Streetwise use? Cool. You can't use your whole Streetwise bonus, but you could use just the cool part of it.
Cool.
So just add your cool to it.
Oh,
It's sort of your intuition. Daniel is helping sort of translate that.
Okay, so then my cool bonus is 8 then. So then you just get the 8 for my cool
Still
bonus.
pretty good.
You want to take that? Take that, boss. Let me help you out.
Me? Okay. So my deduction roll +8 then?
Like Lynx has no skill in deduction, just plain
29.
29.
Let's go.
29.
29. So yeah, you guys sort of take a second to pour over the map. I think Daniel like hooks his motorbike in, comes in, sort of helps you look at this really closely. And yeah, you do find a spot that's sort of just to the east of this gas station. That it's a hill. You think you can kind of drive around and over that hill, and so long as you avoid patrols on your way to that hill, you should be fine.
Alrighty then.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I wonder if is it close enough for Lynx to maybe be able to scan a distance?
Probably not. If you wanted to get closer from that point, that'll be additional rolls.
Yeah, let's just
and
get
to
there.
get to that point is already going to be some roll.
Yeah, let's just get there first, and then we can assess our situation from there. You know, decide what the best course of action from there. If you
Got
want to
it.
get close up the scan, then I can go with you, while maybe Daniel stays up top with Doc to keep him covered.
Fair enough. Let's go then.
Let's move. Away, Ozzy!
It rattles along. It rattle. It's actually an alright vehicle. Like, whatever they did to fix this thing up, it's not the best. Like, Doc, you wouldn't want to do surgery in here, but for an old vehicle, it's got pretty
I
good
don't know.
smooth ride.
I'm taking a liking to the old boy.
Lynx has just like recolored the Kraken that she put in the net architecture to like this like incredibly bright orange to match the aesthetics of the outside of the vehicle, like orange and cream.
At least we match, I guess. It's fine.
So, I'm going to show you what that vehicle looks like in the top to get this out. First, what roles would you guys like to do? What skills do you think you can justify to me that is driving through streets and freeways to get to a hill without being noticed, like avoiding patrols?
Alright, so I don't know if it's gonna help for the sake of robot patrols, but in the spirit of keeping like any like wayward travelers off of us, could I try to go for like either streetwise or like human perception to be like keep an eye on like other cars out that might look a little suspect?
I like human perception for keeping an eye out. Let me just look. I know I have a
I'm
character
just
sheet for
spitballing, you know.
Daniel that I need to... Yeah. I just want to see, because I think that's the best thing that Daniel could help you with. Because I only want 2 rolls for this. But you can help, 2 people can help on the roll. And I'm just trying to find out where his human perception is. I rarely have to...
Is it social skills
you
under
can, yeah, it is. Yeah, so you could add a +5 to that, Fox, as Daniel's gonna help you with that.
That's 23 total.
Nice.
Not bad.
23. So yeah, you 2 are making a lookout to try and avoid, like, any of the locals, or even technically the robots. As much as human perception you don't think is as helpful, just the DC for that would have been much higher, it's still enough that you're, like, on the lookout for signs of movement, life, stuff like that.
Right.
And then I'd like a roll from either Lynx or Doc as to, I don't know, finding the path there, or trying to drive or plot a course that is more stealthy. Whatever skill you think would apply to that. I will take stealth. I will take... If you think you can do deduction, like you're deducing on the map, stuff like that, then maybe, but... Give me some flavors of what you guys are doing.
I was gonna say like deduction, like kind of like mapping out the route best. Is like Doc pointed out the hill already, just like mapping out the most efficient route there. That might be like, you know, the most discretionary. That was my first thought, but y'all roll,
I mean,
so y'all do whatever you want.
stealth is a good thing, but like I was actually thinking like, or seeing if I could argue like cyber tech or like electronic security tech, because Lynx can hook directly into the node for the driving.
Car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that is gonna be a lot more like vehicle driving, which isn't really stealth. It's more like maneuverability. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say not that one. This is more of a planning and like
Got it.
reasoning thing.
So do you want to go with
Okay.
deduction then? Is that okay? Would that be okay?
Deduction will work, and I'd also take stealth, but only one of you is gonna roll this, and the other can add their bonus for that skill. And I know that Doc doesn't necessarily have great stealth, and Lynx doesn't necessarily have great deduction. So
Yeah.
Then
Lynx has great stealth, but does not have great deduction. Well,
Doc has great deduction, but does not have great stealth.
Exactly.
Could we flavor the combination of the two with Michelle like kind of trying to be stealthy about the driving, while Dan is like trying to like map out the map course at the most. Sorry, that's the most discretionary.
Staring at the map, giving her directions.
Yeah, because with that, I feel weird like arguing for a role that I'm not a part of. I'm sorry. Feel free like tell me to stop that. That's totally fine.
Yes.
Doc is
To do
backseat
that,
driver.
to do that, I think it's going to be 2 rolls. Whoever is the supporter in this, I need you to roll first to see if your support helps the other person. But if it does, then yeah, help bonus to the person using the different stat. That's how I'm going to play that.
Sounds like I'm doing the supporting. If I'm the navigator.
Either works. It depends on who is making
Oh, no!
the in the moment calls.
Oh no!
A nat 1.
Big nat 1 energy.
Thanks for the look.
I can re-roll that.
Do that.
Yeah, you can.
Sure as fuck can.
First luck of the session.
First luck.
21.
Alright, 21.
21.
So that's
Yeah,
just
okay. So, yeah, that's to see if you can apply your bonus to Link's roll. So yeah, Doc, you're kind of taking a backseat. This is more, you did a lot of planning beforehand on this route. And yeah, you map out maybe 2 or 3 options that are basically the same with a few variances. And a lot of that is, as Fox and Daniel are sort of watching and being like, okay, where do we see signs? But now it is up to Lynx to roll stealth of which ones do you choose at a given moment. And that's going to flavor how this approach feels.
Okay.
While you're doing that, just
but
like,
you have an automatic luck point to use
Oh.
on this because Fox rolled real good with Daniel.
nice. While you're
This
doing
is as
this,
many
Fox is gonna
bonuses
take a
as I
quick
can
break
give
from his patrol to dip back towards his pack of stuff. He opens a nice sealed case, and it is the only thing he was most certain to make sure he packed with him. It's just a case full of pre-rolls, just a whole case full of them.
Yeah.
He just cracks that, pulls one out, looks around. Just, anybody else? I got plenty.
Lynx from nowhere pulls out a mask and puts it on.
I'm gonna open a window, woman. Relax.
Does not.
You can also technically get on top of this thing and be
Oh,
like watching
hell yes!
like out of like the ceiling light basically by the driver's seat. You can kind of
Oh,
just sit
yeah.
up there and there's like candles and stuff.
Oh
on
yeah,
top
oh
because
yeah,
this
we're
is one of
cruising.
them
Oh
old
yeah, we're
camper
cruising.
things.
So yeah, I'm looking around. I'm looking at my man Daniel. Like you good? Yes? No? No? Yes?
It's like wait for the celebration, I think.
Solid. Doc,
Oh,
you're lost. Fox is gonna take one, he's gonna close it, seal it back up, put it very back far down in his stuff, zip his stuff back up, and then just like
Yeah.
climb out of the ceiling, put himself on the roof, stretch out, and just be like, oh, yeah, this is how man was meant to travel.
So yeah, Lynx, you get Doc's deduction bonus added to your stealth, and then you have a luck point you can use for free on this.
Got it. So I'll roll
I just wanna
stealth
see
first.
what
Oh, it's a crit
Is
already!
a crit at 20.
Oh!
Suction.
Oh, she can't
What?
miss! She can't
What's
miss!
the deduction bonus?
Plus
What's the
whatever.
deduction bonus?
Just the deduction bonus is 6.
That's a 32.
32. We're gonna say a 33 unless you want to re-roll it and add the +1 to that, but we can just say that's a 33 if you just want to leave it there, which seems fair, because you just critted. Anyways, so yeah, you start driving on this path. You're basically like kind of hugging the north side. You have to kind of make sure you go a little north to avoid actually Albuquerque, because it's another one of those cities you're like, nah, let's not. This abandoned city in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, we
That
should
sounds
avoid
a good
cities,
idea.
period, honestly, if we can avoid that. That sounds great.
And so basically, you guys, I mean, if you're familiar with sort of Colorado, or not, there's like a San Juan National Forest. It's like right on the southern side of the state. And it's a gas station that, in times gone by, would have been like the last gas station before you get into that national park.
Huh.
And you guys just sort of go like, south, east of it. There's a few other towns around here. There's Pagosa Springs is one that you pass through that's basically just empty. There's like nothing there. And as you're heading towards what is just out of the outskirts of another town called Durango. And yeah, you have to like take a third option like around and the outside of a town, because yeah, Fox, you see off the distance, you and Daniel, like some movement, and you're not sure if it's townsfolk or robots, but there's just like some dust picking up,
Yeah.
and it's a very small amount. Daniel's like, hey, that's not vehicles, that's probably people on foot. He's like, look, if there are people living out here, they don't travel on foot out in the desert. That's definitely things that don't need to drink water or care about sunburns.
Yep. Fox is gonna just like tap the roof, just like movement up ahead, swerve around or do something.
So yeah, Lynx, you pick sort of this like farthest, the most roundabout path identified. But you do eventually sort of get to this, you get to this hill, and I am going to switch you maps so that you can see some things.
Oh shit, it's map time. Oh shit, it's map time. Oh shit, it's map time. Let me move the stream view. Oh shit, it's map time. Whoa. Oh shit.
Yeah, stream might want to be zoomed out, because Doc, you take whatever position that you think you need to for spying, and you guys are sort of off to the right side of the map, like beyond it as you're spying on this space.
Stream the Y view.
And there's definitely going to be movement around here is the thing you notice, but I'm going to have you roll me some perception, or hand a gun over to someone else who can roll perception to get more of those details.
Imagine me being perceptive.
Also, just to show you, that's what the vehicle looks like from above. That's not where it is right now. I just want to show you at the bottom there.
Here?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, the bottom on the map. I think that's the top
Wait, I
down
love.
view.
Wait, I love it. It's so cute.
It is very cute.
In like a really weird gaudy way. It's kind of cute.
What do you mean gaudy? Look at how adorable. Look at how adorable Ozzy is.
It's pretty gaudy, but we love him. We love him. We love our Ozzy. We love our boy.
We totally don't want
That's
to
how old people's map. That's not quite to scale at the moment. A lot of the vehicles on this map, we're just saying are actually like piles of vehicles, because this didn't scale exactly the way I wanted to. Although, shout out to Gimme Pig on Patreon, who makes maps, and you can pay for it, and that's a subscription I have because I really like his cyberpunk maps. He's
Big
very
shout
good.
out.
Yeah, so Doc, or hand the gun to someone else if you want to also see more like tokens and stuff on this map.
I mean, if someone else wants to look, Doc has pretty good eyesight.
You got it, boss. Take it.
I mean, he has a teleoptic mod in his right eye.
It is your gun, and you got it.
All right. So I will hand it off to Daniel and say, "Would you like to look?"
He can. I think I'd like you to roll me some perception if you're going to be looking in there.
Yeah, I
but
think you should
I'll
go
let
first,
him
bro.
roll another one after that.
Yeah, I think you got it. You got it, Doc. We have total faith in you. Just let us know if you see anything crazy, wild, or dangerous.
Clearly, for I can see clearly up to 800 meters.
Yeah, you're also like the sniper is going to give you clear view of this whole map, in addition to like with your telemod and that.
Thank God for crit.
Another crit.
Oh!
What?
Oh, they're slowing in! Bring them in! Bring the crits in! We'll take them all!
I mean, Doc also like had just blown his one, like his crit one, so.
Keep the crits coming. We'll take more
Sure.
of them. I want them all.
But I don't want crit ones.
Now,
All right,
let's see if I can get these.
that's
So
my
you
roll.
notice you're very confident all of the robots on here before you even hand it to Daniel. There's actually quite a few that are just like in position. They're like kind of patrolling. I just sort of put them in the midpoint of their patrols at the moment.
Word.
And yeah, you can definitely see several of them have what look like longer rifles, and several of them have smaller, what looks like you would assume like heavy SMGs in category.
Oof.
They also seem to, I guess you wouldn't have like a lot of mechanical expertise in this, but they don't seem to like verbally talk to each other. They're like, it's like clockwork. They're just kind of moving and even adjusting when like a sound happens. Like basically one of these wolf yotes, these like coyote wolf hybrids, scrambles by, and they all react to it very quickly. But they don't like kill it because it's just running away, and it's not a thing to waste bullets on.
Fox will kneel down next to his boy. You know, he's on pre-roll like number 3 now at this point. He's kind of looking down, just like, What do we got, boss?
I count 10 hostiles in total. There are 10, right, Tate? I didn't miss any.
2, 3,
What, 10 to
4,
me?
5, 6.
I counted 10 tokens on one.
Shit,
Yep.
so we're
10
outnumbered
hostiles
still.
in total, armed with medium to long range weaponry. Some will probably attempt to snipe us if we get close, which is a good thing you hooked me up with this. Grazie.
Agreed.
Um,
So we're outnumbered and outgunned.
What else is new, right?
Huh. That's one way to say it.
Alright.
Damn, I'd have to be really close if I want to.
Do I see anything that Lynx can hack?
Well, let me zoom in.
Wait a minute.
A lot of this stuff looks pretty broken. There's like some odd placements here that might be some sort of scanners. I don't know that you can tell if they're working or not. There's like a gun placement at the bottom there, but that's definitely broken. Like the barrels are weird and bent and rusted out.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we need to hack anything just yet. In fact, we came packed with our distraction right here, and he'll just pat the side of Ozzy.
Please don't get Ozzy shot up.
I'm not
like
gonna get
him.
him too shot up. I mean, let's be honest though, it's probably him or us.
You want one of us to like drive Ozzy and distract. And
I don't
hopefully
mean
knock him
that.
out?
Remember, you put a demon in Ozzy. Ozzy could auto drive by. And I don't mean to stay in the fight. Just swing by, put some shots on him with that minigun, maybe do a round or two. Use that distraction so we can get close enough to actually put up some effective firepower. And once we're in the thick of it, once they're actually shooting at us and not, you know, the truck, then Ozzy can actually support us with some actual fire from that minigun.
Hey Daniel, how sturdy is Ozzy?
Then just sort of guesstimating and judging. He's like, well, I mean, it's made for this kind of thing. We didn't put a gun on a glass vehicle. It could take some shots before it starts breaking down, and even then, the gun's going to operate independently, and we can fix it up afterwards a bit. It means driving home, we might be whistling in the wind a bit, but so long as it doesn't destroy wherever Lynx put the net stuff, it'll
See,
keep
guys?
shooting. It'll
Best
even
case
keep
scenario-
driving for a while.
Best case scenario, we get unscathed. Worst case scenario, we get a new sunroof.
I
It'll
hate
probably
to
be
say,
like, several new windows.
people might have a good idea here.
Can Lynx kind of like ask for the sniper scope to see if she can't make any calls on where the most likely place for Lynx to find like some kind of net architecture is.
Alright, I hand her the scope.
Yeah, if you want to do security tech, since Doc has pointed out all these robots, you don't have to roll to see them through this scope. You're gonna have a harder time seeing down this way, but he's pointed out what things are, so.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure that all of the like outside mountable bits that you see. Let me. Oh, no, I need to be on the right layer. So like, these things here are what you would know would be old vehicle scanners. It was used mostly for like auto drive trucks to be guided in and fuel themselves on long road trips. Those probably not functional anymore. You'd have to get up to be sure, but they don't look well made. Same thing with this. Seems to be some kind of security system that might be working still. I
Like
think
a
what you notice is
prepaid.
these things move around. Yeah, what you notice is these things move around is there's this like big vehicle here. Sorry, this big vehicle here looks more new. And in fact, you robots. Yeah, the robots working. And it looks like an auto-driving truck. You're pretty sure it'll be locked down, but that sort of, with the 16 pings you that you're like, might be one of the entrances to the underground robot layer. This, like, packaging container that's open.
Ah. So we wanna approach
You
from
also
that
see,
angle.
like, one of these robots that's, like, walking around, like, goes into the gas station. And you guys take a while to look at this, and it's a while before it comes back out, and you're like, robots don't take bathroom breaks. What was he doing in there? That maybe there's another entrance on the inside of this building.
Okay.
And I'd like you to roll that electronic security tech one more time. I think there's something that you're like on the verge of noticing.
Another 16.
Yeah. So
You know what?
you don't know
you know
exactly
what?
how they're communicating.
Can I roll this again with a luck point?
You can absolutely do that.
Let's see what happens and hope that I don't get like a lower roll. 24.
Much better.
Yeah. So you're looking and you're watching them move, and I think it's something that Doc wouldn't have noticed just because he's not as not quite as tech savvy as you. There is the barest hint of delay between how they react to things with each other, and you're pretty certain they are using some kind of like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth adjacent signal to talk to each other. But they're not like hive mind up. They're not all directed by one thing. These things are isolated. So absolutely your sort of communication jamming is going to work. And in fact, thinking about the Ozzy plan, you could set it up inside Ozymandias when it drives in and start jamming them before you guys get onto the map.
All right.
Are you conveying this info to us?
Lynx is gonna say, okay, so it looks like I think I'll be able to jam their communications if I can set up the scrambler properly inside. Do you want me to put it inside of Ozzy over here? Because that the range on the scrambler should be able to hit the robots.
All right. Ready for a bit more college knowledge, guys? Fox says with like a half smirk. Believe it or not,
Knowledge?
yeah, believe it or not, a class I took before I dropped out, for lack of a better word, was actually on like basic military theory. It's not much, and I forgot a lot of it, but I kept some of the stuff on like urban combat in my head. Let's say it was useful. Some of it might apply here. When it comes down to it, urban combat is always a measure of guns versus guns. It's how many guns can you put in an area versus how many your enemy can put back at you. If you got more, you win. If we walk into the situation at any point, naturally, even with Ozzy, we're still kind of outgunned. We have the heavier gun, but they have more guns, which, given the lack of cover on our approach, is probably not super helpful. And Fox is again kind of sounding kind of like important. He's kind of like kneeling down, like he's put the pre-roll down. He's like thinking super important now. He's like, but with that jamming technology, we can not only cause a big distraction, but leverage numbers in our way. Yeah, load up your jamming tech on Ozzy, but don't hit it immediately. Send them in first. Let them react. See if some of them start shifting forward. In fact, I'm thinking we send Ozzy right here down this main road down here. He pulls up in front of this place, starts spraying the front windows for a while. They react and start moving up to get to him. Once they're putting some fire on him, trigger that jam. It's almost like a grenade almost. That jam disorients, stuns a couple of them, maybe even knocks a few of them out. We use that haze to get as close as we can, start putting fire down, and make our way towards this entrance here on the side. The point is, we're not getting in a firefight. We're firing on the move. We need to get in that entrance and away from these robots as fast as possible. Otherwise, they get more guns on us. Capiche?
It would work.
I know, it's reckless. It's all I got out here right now.
It might work, and reckless is the only plan we've got. GM, can Link set that up as a program for the Kraken?
Yeah, I think the Kraken is intelligent enough. You can like give it very specific like timing and action directions and do that.
Like an if these register object here does this, then drive away, or activate this scanning tech.
That's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think you have to roll for that. I think Daniel's also saying, well, I mean, if we need to go loud, I can definitely bring one person on my bike with me, maybe two, and it just means you'd have to roll to try and get two of you on the bike down there quickly at once.
Alternatively, that bike could be good flank support and mobile firepower for us. If you're just riding around, it's harder for them to shoot you, and you can just start spraying them. Even if you aren't hitting them, you're forcing their heads down.
We could also very easily get away if it gets too hot.
Exactly. Or come support us if we can get in.
Yeah. Lynx is gonna pull out a radio communicator because Lynx has a bunch of radio earbuds that she bought a long time ago and never had to use.
Hey.
Yeah,
Radio
actually,
com.
I'm gonna snatch that from you and just go, "Hey, Cat, what's happening to this?"
Like, certainly.
Thanks. I love this girl. No offense, Ma, you're amazing. And I'll just hand that over to
Like-
Daniel and just.
Oh no! She's been with you. She has been by your side a lot more often, and has seen and heard a lot more things than I want to.
That's fair enough.
Than any of us want to.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying I could market this talent of mine. We'll talk about that back in Night City, though.
I want to know
Night
about her
City,
kids.
but one of OnlyFans.
We'll talk about that back in Night City. Any case, alright. We got the plan. We got the setup. We got our scope. Is there anything else we need?
Stealth. Lynx is. I can stealth myself, but
That's fine. Keep your head down as long as possible. That means at least one of us can keep ourselves from getting shot at. That's still helpful. The rest of us just move fast, shoot back, don't shoot first. Understood?
How do we ensure we survive long enough for enough robots to get into range to set off the EMP?
Ozzy makes noise. That's
You
the
guys
best
aren't gonna
thing.
be in range.
Yeah, we're not in range.
Yeah,
till
it's like
then.
they're gonna go to Ozzy, who is
Yeah.
empty.
We stay here. We stay here until Ozzy gets into range. It starts causing noise. Once Ozzy's causing a distraction, we can start moving. We don't make the charge. We are creeping in. I mean, like, we're literally, all of us are stealthing as hard as we possibly can until Ozzy's making enough noise to draw them. Once he's drawing them, sprint. You don't shoot first, you shoot back. Understood?
Oh, capito.
You
Bish.
say, Doc, from where you're at, you don't need to be on the map to hit any of these people. You can just decide how many feet away you are from the edge of the map.
Yeah, I agree. Doc, if you
You
want to
still
maybe
get shot back at, but
yeah, if you want to maybe put like some glancing fire once Ozzy's like actually putting up a nice hailstorm, only once Ozzy's actually going, because the worst thing we want is for them to turn from Ozzy to shooting at you. Again, it's about guns in distances. We need them putting enough guns on Ozzy and not guns on us. So if they're putting guns on Ozzy, you could maybe plink one or two off, maybe, but only if you have the best, the right opportunity. Fox will put a hand on your shoulder and just say, "I trust you to make that call." All right?
I mean, look at this map.
Honor your expectations.
Fox is
there's
gonna
26
kind
to 50 meters. Or no, sorry, the 51 to 100 meters is the ideal range for your sniper rifle, and this map is like maybe 100 meters wide.
Oh yeah, you're god of the battlefield right now, boss. You and Ozzy are Overwatch right now. You're primary assets. You feel me? And if we're talking about urban combat right now, but yeah, no, Fox is in a bit of a moment of RP here. Fox will just kind of like take a seat, like kind of like fall back from his squat. He'll pick up like like the half remaining pre-roll he has left, and kind of just like start lighting it a bit. All right, dudes. I'm gonna level a bit here. I've been in a lot of firefights. Good chunk of them with you guys, actually, now that I think about it. Plenty of times in my life, shit's gotten hairy, and I've been, well, not afraid to put a bullet in somebody's leg to get away. I can't make too many promises here, but I can promise that we all go into this or come out of it together, alright? If I can promise that, I need one of you to promise me something. Shit goes south here, I eat a bullet. Y'all keep Raina safe?
Don't even need to ask me, Kit. Although you better come out, else I'm gonna punch your corpse so hard.
I mean, I'd be dead, so, but everyone's luck runs out eventually, Ma. I'm just covering my bases.
Point, Lynx is gonna pull her camo gear up over her head and activate and be like, just, you better come back alive. We are all coming back.
Yeah, that's the plan, right? Alright, Fox has his SMG slung over his shoulder. He's like kind of like nice and tightly slung. He's swinging back if he needs to use it real quick. He has his pistol. Just like again, he'll pull it out, rack it, slide it into his waistband again. Just
He'll pull his necklace up, kiss it once, just. All right. Here we go, guys. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
As will ever be.
Send our boy in there.
And I think that is an excellent place for a break.
I am totally
We will
fine
get back to
with
this fight right when we get back.
that. For chat
Thank you guys.
purposes-
Again, this is
Go
for
ahead.
chat purposes.
Oh yeah. For chat purposes, we're gonna cut We're gonna cut the recording here and then make another recording for the other half of the stream just to save on my hardware and also for getting the video in here. So don't worry, you'll still get it, but there will be a brief break here for you guys to have it. So just so you know. Anyway, take us out if you want to. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. We'll see you guys in a second.
Good luck. Hope we don't
Bye.
die. Love you all. Bye.
Hello, Twitch. Hello, Internet. We are back from our break.
What it fucking
and
do?
ready to enact a plan so that everyone who maybe came in after this break knows. The plan is that they have their faithful camper, Osmandius, is going to roll in and start drawing attention, hopefully also then disrupt a bunch of communications. And the four people going to sneak in from, I think you guys at the top right corner-ish?
Yep, that's the game
is where
plan.
you're going to get to. Yeah, and you basically are at a distance, so you can pick wherein you sort of enter from the corner. And then, Doc, you can pick the number of meters off the edge of the map that you're just at. And just keep in mind, you know, the difficulty values for a sniper rifle mean that you can be a ways out. I'm going to say, if you don't want them to know where you're at, you do not have a silenced sniper rifle. It is a big damn gun. But it is a gun that, if you time it right, you might be able to, you know, not be noticed. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, your optimal range is between like 51 to 100 meters, and from map edge, it's only about like 60 to 80 meters max to get to even the farthest targets, like a little bit more than that. So you could easily be a good like 30, 40 meters from map edge and still be perfectly fine. Like DV goes up by 1 past 100 meters, like. So
it's not the lowest DV of any gun at its minimum,
I know,
but it's still good.
Yeah, but you don't have a DV-13 range, so it's never that easy for you to make the shot. But I think from this distance, I would say you're probably I'd say you could be like 30 or 40 meters from that edge.
About 40 meters from the end of the map.
Cool.
Then just we're gonna say this rock then probably.
Mm-hmm.
Although you can move left and right and pick a different side from map, but basically you'll start from there and just remember to add 30 to whatever the meters are here.
Cool. All right. So I guess we're still up on top of the rock. We're waiting, but before we head in, Doc will just look. Fox, sorry, not Fox, not Doc. Fox. Fox will look down at Doc and just say, "You got a good angle. You staying up here?"
I guess so.
All right. Well, that just means that if one of us gets tagged, Mom's gonna have to drag my lifeless body back to you. Hope you can patch me up.
Also, Doc, just do from the center of one of these hexes. There's not really hexes at the very corner. It'll just be easier for calculation. So just add 32 to whatever number you get.
Okay.
Lynx is gonna hold out a hand to Doc and be like, "You got any meds emergency meds I can pop in?"
Actually, I hadn't thought of that.
Well,
The meds I have, you'd need my equipment to administer, and I'm the only one who knows how to use it.
Well, then we keep him here, and worst case scenario, just drag one of us back to him.
Got it.
Hopefully, we won't need that. All right.
Lynx holds out a hand that is like mostly invisible, and the only thing that's not invisible is like the hand that's poking out of the fabric. Like,
That's
all
not
right,
creepy.
drops.
Alright,
So
Mom.
yeah, the first thing
Whenever
I'd
you're ready, send
like
our boy
to
in.
do. Yeah, the first thing I'd like to do is Lynx. Whereabout are you going to place Ozzy on this like lower road? I want to know.
You know, that's a good question. Which direction are the cars supposed to drive anyways?
Does it matter? I don't think
I
I'm
mean-
driving on this road that much.
This is pretty abandoned. You are coming in from the right side.
I think I'm right there.
Alright, so then let's have Ozzy drive in from this way, or
Yep.
from over here.
I say park him
Yeah.
right here. Got a good
And then
angle on
where
the
do you
front.
park them?
Park him right over there. I feel like would be the best thing. Yeah, like right there. Get in on his good cover right here. You mean his good half wall right here. Pull up, pop that gun out, start fucking him up. You feel me?
And I should be clear, this gray thing right here is just one of those like side of the freeway like bumpers.
Yeah.
And it actually goes down into it. That's like a ditch where there's like a sad trickle of water in. But that bumper will give him a certain amount of extra.
Oh yeah,
Covered.
I'm imagining it's just
Just a
gonna
little.
keep his wheels mostly safe, which is the thing
Yeah.
here. Keep him, moving if he needs to get the fuck out of there. That's really what I'm thinking about here.
They're gonna have to blow it away if they want to shoot it as wheels or as engine block, which
Yeah.
is maybe the critical stuff.
That's what I'm thinking is the setup here. So yeah, just get him right there. Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'd say, Ma, right
It's
there.
like just about like enough range where like these guys could probably shoot at him, but
yeah,
like
but you know.
yeah, so it's over here.
Also, to be clear, the gun you have is an assault rifle for the DVs. The gun on the back of this.
Ah. Well, then that's perfect range for it to shoot at, say, these guys.
True fact.
Also, it only has auto fire or suppressive fire. It doesn't do single shots. This is a big fucking gun.
I need auto fire. We need to fire auto anyway.
Yeah. So let's park him. Let's park him here, and then like auto fire at, say, this guy right here. He's like right in range and not in cover.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
this
so
is a
basically
slap.
this is
Hold
a
up,
eight.
Tate. Oh,
Right?
hey.
You need to
Yes.
check if anyone's on Sirenscape, and definitely Foxy. You need to check the music for the Cyberpunk pre-made ones.
Oh yeah, I'm
this
definitely
is
on those.
Music Militech. Music Militech has some nice gun flavor.
Oh yeah, I'm on this. I'm on this. This is hype. I'm fucking with this.
So yeah, so you're gonna have like Ozzy just sort of like put himself up against this.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
I get the sense that we're basically starting to call the demon inside of this Ozzy too, like it's
Yes.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I actually
So,
was gonna
yeah.
earlier ask you if you want to name him, but I missed it. So I'm cool with just calling him Ozzy.
You
Yeah,
can call him Oz.
there's no name for the demon. It's a Kraken style one. It's just not. It doesn't have a name. It's a program, but you
His
can
name
name
is
it.
Ozzy. We're going with it.
So
We're
yeah,
going with it.
as Ozzy drives up, I think Doc, you very quickly are in position. Anyone else is gonna have to roll to see this, but you see that as Ozzy starts driving towards it and is noticeable by the robots, they actually all hide in cover, like they don't want to be noticed. Like, it's honestly a little unsettling how quickly they just like drop to deck perfectly because you know they're precision machines. And then Ozzy like slams here and doesn't start moving for a bit. And yeah, I'd like Lynx you to roll me some programming, the security tech,
Okay.
to see if you programmed an if-then for this situation where for a second they don't do anything.
20.
Yeah, you prepared for this, and basically Ozzy is waiting for like these things to engage in some way for him to be able to see them. And once it sits there and doesn't move, you see these two up here sort of peek up around the sandbags that they're next to. And yeah, with the 20, you can decide when Ozzy engages. Like you already made you've already programmed him to do this. So they first peek around, and they have guns up and they're pointing at it, but they're not firing yet. Is Ozzy gonna wait?
Wait for more.
I think Ozzy's gonna wait for them to like make like a move, right? If they get so if they leave cover, or if they aim to shoot, then fire.
Okay, so you see some movement up here. This guy in the back that's like your target, the top right-hand corner, he's still watching. He's not like leaving his post, and neither are the ones that are like on top of the building on the right side.
That's fine.
But you see the guys that are already down on this edge on the southern side, they all seem to like get in position, and they have guns drawn and pointed, but I think at this distance, Ozzy can see they don't have like fingers and trigger wells. Guns on him. And then this guy up here, he breaks cover and gets to this side. You can interrupt me at any time. I'm just going to start saying what their tactics are.
Oh, I mean, like Ozzy at this point, this one's
gets
broken cover, so he's just gonna shoot at it.
Hit him. Yeah, hit him.
So, yeah, he's right at the edge there, and then suddenly the like spare tire space for the back of Ozzy opens up, and this massive gun, a Tsunami Arms Helix. Just imagine, like, you know those old school World War II bars, like the giant assault rifles? It's like that mounted to the side, but like brand spanking new and sleek as shit. Sort of just falls open. And I do not have a skill ready for this, so I'm just gonna have to manually type it in.
You Got it.
Actually, what is your net running ability, or what is the net running ability of the Kraken? Do you have that ready, Lynx?
Oh, the Kraken? I mean, okay, so because
What's yours?
mine is at level 6.
No, I mean like, what's the plus?
Plus? For
Yeah, when you do a net running skill, what do you
yeah,
add
the
to
plus
it?
6 because my rank
It's
is 6.
6. Yeah, okay.
And then plus 2
Okay.
because it's the well, it's Ozzy, so
Yeah. So technically, Ozzy doesn't get the +2. That's for you. However, as a program, it is running certain programs itself as a demon, so it does get a +3 to that. So this is a +9 total.
Damn.
And 14, and the range on this is
I should.
no. That's the wrong button. Where's the distance finder? At 16 with an assault rifle.
That's in. Oh no, it's one short.
That's one short. However, I'm gonna roll for this guy because he's literally about to jump. I want to see how this robot reacts.
okay.
Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, so this robot is actually trained to try and dodge fire is the first thing you notice. So you just have to actually beat its dodge fire bonus. Especially here at this range. Lynx, as you see this move, because you're just off screen, or at least maybe Ozymandias like records this and sends this to you, but it knows critical range of your guns and knows when's the best time to try and dodge as opposed to let you fire at it. Fortunately for it, it doesn't get certain bonuses because it was actively about to jump off. So this gun pops out and just fucking shreds this thing. Unfortunately, barely makes it. Okay, no, technically, it gets 4 over, so this is an auto-fire roll.
True.
If you know what that means, it means he gets the assault rifle number times the number that he beat it.
Yep.
Damn.
So he gets.
There's
the
a limit to it.
Don't mind the roll, but here's the difficulty table.
Wow.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, this is if you're hitting a stationary target. You can also choose to dodge, so he beat it by 5, or by 4.
Yep. So what? Do you roll damage 4 times?
I'll just roll all these dice.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, come on.
That's a lot of dice.
It is.
That's a lot of dice! Holy shit!
You see this guy, this robot, like, steps off, and at that moment, a hail of gunfire immediately eviscerates it from just groin to face, and then 2 sides of the robot fall down to the ground.
Well,
Well then.
good job, Oz.
With this first opening fire, you definitely see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 robots down here are about to open fire, and we're going to roll initiative. But I want to know, does Ozzy scramble communications now?
Sure call, Ma.
That's a good question. We did go with the shock and awe, right?
I mean, they don't know we're here yet, so we could fry now and push and just run for it. But if we want to, like, get a little bit closer and then try to fry them, your call. It's literally entirely your call. This part of the plan's on you, babe.
You know, that's fair. And Lynx does not have a lot of knowledge and tactics, so she's just gonna program a... Fuck it! We scrambled their comms right now.
Hit it!
Alright, so then before initiative, I'm going to need Foxy and Lynx to roll me stealth if you're trying to sneak up in the middle of this. It is running, but I still want the stealth roll. And also Daniel is going to do that thing I just said.
Here we go.
Roll stealth +5.
I'm gonna luckfish. Why not? Rolling
22.
again at +1. Wait, hold on. How high is that roll? That's a 5. Yeah, I'm gonna luckfish. Why not? Boom. So that's 17. Okay.
17, damn. Although actually, did you want Daniel to wait until things get really loud and then drive in? If that's the case, then it's only you 2 stealthing.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that plan. Keep him on wheels. Where
Alright.
he's most comfortable.
So yeah, then I'm going to put you guys on the map really quick.
Here we go. I'm gonna.
You guys
Also-
can quickly get to there.
edit stream view.
You, Lynx, know exactly what's going on, but for everyone else, this looks bizarre as hell. As these robots that have been exactly in sync the whole time, suddenly all are moving different directions at different times. And I need exactly one more roll. I need someone to roll me some luck. One person, anybody.
I got it. Here we go.
Remember, it's your current total, not your
I've burned
maximum that
one,
you had
so
to
I
roll.
have exactly 6 left. I have 7 luck.
It's why we let Fox do it, because Lynx does not have a lot of luck.
Seven left if you
I
want.
got it.
Like 7 at once.
Here goes. Plus 7 to this. Uh-oh, I rolled
9.
a 2, so that's a 9 total.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, this is a matter of degrees, and you're not that far behind.
Good.
So this guy up here, he has moved in this way, and he is looking basically where, like, Doc is now.
Uh-huh.
So you two are stealth fine, but if Doc wants to start shooting, he's gonna get noticed, like, immediately.
Do we see the guy up top?
You can't when you get this close, but on approach you do.
I guess as we're running up, Fox will just tap in, just like the one on the crates. If he gets wise, pop him first.
That's this one? Or, sorry.
This one right up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
We all click him.
like if he gets wise, pop him first.
All right. So what I need to do
Say the words, Tate.
is
Oh, not yet.
I
Sorry,
need you all to.
I jumped the gun. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say the words. I just need to actually add turns for everything.
Sorry, it's my favorite thing. I love being say the words.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about you saying the words, Tate.
I know.
Don't
But
worry,
yeah,
I've already
I need-
clicked my token.
3 little
all
words.
y'all- I need all y'all to roll initiative. Just give me a second, Doc.
It's slightly more than 3 words.
14. On record, I actually had my guy clicked already. I just don't know why I didn't go through already. So I already had a turn in there. I thought it was just like, I don't know. But I have 14, so I'm just gonna put that in. There you go.
Oh, whoop! I added Doc to the wrong layer. That's the background layer. Huh?
Jeez.
He's a part of the map now. He's one with the earth.
He's
Well,
one.
I'm just putting Doc over here, just so that I can add a turn for him.
Valid respect.
But he's
Also,
the edge of the
see
map.
that he exists.
Oh, look at us in perfect sync.
14, 13, 12.
Don't worry, guys. Your fearless leader will carry you.
Wait, it added his bike, but not him. All right.
Oh, whoops. Did I hit the roll initiative again? I did. Oops.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
You can go and edit that real quick, but
It's okay. It got left
Yeah,
at
it didn't go
13, so
through. It
we're
didn't go. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move Daniel also up here, but he's gonna.
What up, Big D?
Thanks for the
Why is it doing
photon.
that?
Oh.
That's obnoxious. Oh.
Wow. Thank you.
All right. Now I just need to remember where initiative is. Oh, there it is. Ah.
Roll low, roll low. Oh, come on!
That was Daniel.
Oh, bet.
Yay.
Never mind. Rescinding my previous come on.
This is for the robots.
Ah, that's great, actually. We love that.
We do like that. For the robots.
So yeah, Daniel's waiting in the wings. I'm gonna have him roll me some perception though, real quick,
fine.
if it will roll.
We rolled
Oh,
twice.
the first one counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll take the first one.
So yeah, he's also just on Overwatch, and he's making sure you guys don't get snuck up behind. And he's just like up to the north, ready to go with a bike. So that means next, Fox, you just got right there.
Bet.
This container is like 10 feet tall, and you're just right up against it, so this guy really can't see you unless he starts moving.
All right. He'll just look over. I mean, kind of just look around. So you can't see her. Just Ma, you're with me. And I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna take my first part of my action just to kind of move along the wall here. 3, 4. We can get our movement in hexes, right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I got
Your
that
movement
right.
is a number of hexes, basically, because each of these is 2 meters.
And mine's 7.
It's complicated.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna just go right here. Could I, if I take the run action, could I like hop over like this wall, like right here?
Yeah, so this is what's supposed to be like a chain link fence with barbed wire, but it is so rusted and old, you can kind of just move through it.
Oh, bet. In that case, I'm gonna I'm taking the run action. Just go like here, and here, and here. Is there like a way like, I could see in here? Do I have to like shoot that open or something?
The doors are totally open. As far as you can tell, it's just a regular looking shipping container. You're gonna have to roll me something if you want to know anything more about that.
I'm just gonna dip into like the wall right here, just to not be like as being as well seen, and I'm gonna just stop, and I'm gonna look around and just see what I can see about this place.
Yeah, whatever skill you think works for that.
I will go with perception. It's not a great skill for me, but I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah.
Hiya. 14.
That's not bad. I think the thing you notice is that there are tire tracks coming into here and then leaving. There's also a lot of footprints, what looks like the robot's footprints, on the outside of this container, but not on the inside. Like, they don't step into this space.
Huh.
It looks like someone backs like a trailer in, something happens, and then it leaves.
It's a loading deck.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna wait here and wait for links.
Alrighty. Which turn's happening next?
Yeah. Well. Question, is this an opening here?
No, that's just, the fence isn't there, but that's still like 10 feet up, and then sandbags for like another 4 feet.
I mean, what's your move, Ma?
7.
Oh yeah, you have the same move with me, so you can get, because I still had 2 movement left, so you can definitely get to where I got.
Okay. 1, 2.
That'll be the limit of your movement.
Yeah, so you can get directly next to me. That's as far as you can get.
7.
And yeah, I'm just keeping your previous stealth rolls as like this
Yeah.
is also part of that movement. So
So you can get right next to me.
Yeah.
Boom. Heyo.
Right behind.
all right, you can roll me some security tech. You can't start scanning yet because you used your action to move, but
Got it.
you can sort of just get a sense of this room using your security tech understanding.
16.
Damn. Killing it.
All right, that's a little better. Yeah, you definitely, like, Fox just sort of points and you can see the same details. And I think you would know, you're not sure, you don't see evidence of this, but it's entirely likely there's some sort of wireless communication happening here to make this thing go up and down. And if you were designing it, you would not make it the same thing that the robots use to communicate, especially because the robots definitely arrived here after this was built.
This might even be where
you can-
Spider put things in.
Yeah,
Look.
probably. It's high, like, just looking around, this stuff is old as shit, so it probably was around before the robots got here.
More importantly, can it get us down?
See?
Alright then. I guess I'll tap into comms if you don't mind. Alright, we might have a way in. I guess for now, Daniel, just stay mobile and outside, cause a ruckus. Please don't get hit. Worst case scenario, fall back to Ozzy. Doc, you got a good spot. Take pot shots and stay low.
On it.
Ma, stay with
Speaking
me.
of which, Doc, it is your turn.
Fuck
You can prepare
him
a shot
up.
if you, like, want to wait for something to happen.
Yeah. So for now, I'm going to keep aim at this guy.
You should also know that these two on the roof here
Yeah, what
have
are they
turned to look at Ozzy. So they're not looking at you.
Okay.
You know your gun's going to make a lot of noise, and you assume robots can hear sound? I mean, if they're built that way. I would like you to roll me some perception or deduction real quick.
Oh no,
God.
not a red number.
I mean, this isn't going to get you found if you fail, but you can also roll a luck point if you want.
I think I will.
Nice.
That's blue. It's much better.
15.
15. I think that's enough. You're not like a military person, but you're pretty sure that the sound of this gun, while loud, if there's another really loud sound, you can definitely hide the sound of this, at least from some of them.
Okay.
Basically would have you roll the rifle skill once to hide it and a second time to actually land the hit. As sort of a representation of your skill, not just to hit something, but do it quietly.
Alright.
You can also communicate with Ozzy, at least very limitedly, if you want to give it a very specific command over your comms.
Okay. So, am I trying to? So, I'm going in. We're all going in together, right? Or am I covering?
Stay out there.
Okay.
I mean, I think the plan was for us to all go like together, but with the way the plan's coming together now, Mom and I are already here. Let us go in.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we still have comms for now. If we can call for backup, we will.
Okay. Can Ozzy see any other robots from where it is? Right?
Oh yeah, all these ones at the bottom here, they're starting to engage. They're popping up over the corner. He's gonna pick a target in a second.
All right. In that case, if I can give Ozzy commands, I am going to take aim at this guy here. Have
which
Ozzy.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Keep going. No, I didn't see which one, but
Oh, the one that Fox mentioned. Like keeping an eye on.
yeah.
So this
Okay.
one. All right, and then I'm gonna have Ozzy take aim at, I guess, this guy.
Mhm.
Like because it's the next closest. All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to command Ozzy to fire at the same time that I pull my trigger in an attempt to disguise the sound.
Hide it. Okay. Yeah. And then actually, I think Ozzy just goes at the end of your guys's. I didn't give him a special initiative.
That's fine.
So, yeah, so it's at that moment that I'm gonna roll for Ozzy.
Get him, boy.
Like that.
18, alright, and then what is the 24? Oh yeah, that beats it by 3.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what this does.
That's a lot of
This
dice.
is a big damn gun.
Big gun.
Whew. So, Ozzy fires at this guy's position, who's behind sandbag, and you don't know how meaty these sandbags are, but his gun blows straight the hell through that line and starts peppering this guy up here before he has a chance to move. And unlike the other dude who was just absolutely eviscerated, you see this thing take quite a few shots, Doc, and it also falls down on the floor, just gone.
Nice.
It doesn't seem to be moving.
Another one bites the dust.
And then.
And so I would like you to roll me your rifle twice. The first one is going to be to hide the sound, and the second one's going to be to actually hit him.
I
All
like
right,
that.
That's a crit.
So I'm gonna assume I succeed in hiding the sound.
Oh, for sure. You are a silent
Oh,
fuck.
God damn it!
No!
No! Talk about a rematch.
You know what? You got a crit on that first one. No, you got a crit on that first one. You get a free luck point for that, because I want to reward you for that.
Do
crit.
it!
So you could just roll the gun one more time without spending luck.
That's better!
Alright, 21.
21?
And I am. I am. 17 plus 32 said some. I'm actually not that
18
far
plus
away.
32. It's 18 plus 32.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. If you do it from you, it's just kind of confusing. So do it from the square right in front of you.
Okay. 18 plus 32. So that is exactly
50.
Yep.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong table. Alright, so I just make it.
Yep.
You just make it. Roll that sniper rifle damage.
I mean, you would have hit it either way.
A lot of ones.
13. So yeah, you see, you take a shot at this thing, and it takes a blast to the shoulder. It seems to have pretty decent armor, but it doesn't notice you unless I roll really high on perception real quick. Yeah, you don't know how you think it's looking the wrong direction as it gets shot in the shoulder, and it's looking for you now, but so you might have to roll stealth on its turn, but it doesn't see you. It gets spun around and like lands on the floor, and it gets up, and it has no idea where you're at. It's kind of looking vaguely in your direction, but
I duck
speaking of which, roll me some stealth real quick, as it's going to look for you.
Oh no, my best stat.
Hey, he does not see you, and you do not know how.
The will of the gods, I would say.
You lucky me.
I'm actually gonna just put the amount of damage you guys have done to this thing, so... Yeah, you dinged this thing, but it has some pretty serious armor, so you still hurt it. Its armor is lessened, but... Oof. Also... what did you even... Oh, it's because you rolled 2 1s, that's why. I'm like, how in the world did you do that little damage? Anyways, the rest of these guys, this one, like, just jumps down the building pretty, like, smoothly.
Cool.
Barely stopping. This one gets to the edge. And this one's just gonna... This one actually sort of gets up on top of this car because it needs a better angle. And I'm gonna roll for their attacks. $36, at 34, and at 34. Yeah, all 3 of those managed to hit Ozzy,
Oh no.
and it... Oh, come on, do this right. This is what I get for not building mook sheets for them.
Ooh.
They start hammering Ozzy. You see that, you know, he's got pretty good armor for a bit of it, so technically that's minus 11, minus 10, and minus
Hey, stop.
9. So, yeah, that's minus 20 damage. You see the side of this thing get riddled, and it's bullet absorbent, I guess?
Nice. Loving that for us.
So, yeah, you guys can see the health bar. I don't know if Twitch can, but it takes not quite like a fourth of what you would assume its like whole structure can handle. As they just start peppering it.
Just keep our boy safe, all right? We'll get him out of there.
And yeah, the next set do this. This one starts running under here, and Doc, you can't really see him until he pops back up on this side. But basically did his whole run. Actually, I think he comes up here. But basically did his whole movement to just get behind cover. This is the only one that can actually reasonably fire at Ozzy. And that's definitely not going to make it at that distance. Yeah, he has like an SMG, just starts firing at him, but the effective range of this gun is not great for this, and it just sort of braps off like the ground. In fact, it
Hey,
off the ground.
there it is.
Nice. Can't hit the broadside of a barn, apparently.
Or the broadside of a van.
Anyways, yeah, so that's Daniel's turn now, and I think that under your sort of general instruction, and I don't know where his bike went. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Oh, come on. Something like that. Yeah, you see him just like, all right, I'm the distraction. He wings himself down this way pretty quick, and he's just gonna make himself a,
Pistol grip pump on my lap at all times.
Holy shit.
So, he hits real good, and he gets a crit
Hey.
on, this guy right there. Doesn't matter what the distance is, he got this guy. So, he does have to make his way through sort of the, sort of cover, technically, to hit him. But I'm still gonna give him the injury anyways, and I can't remember the damage for... Oh, I can just roll... damage, right?
Yep.
Hey,
That's a lot of damage.
24.
that's a lot of damage.
This is a really big shotgun that he has modified specifically to do some shit. And so this blast blows right through the sandbag cover. Really doesn't... You think wouldn't have hurt this guy much if Docu hadn't already got him? Maybe would have done, like, a little bit of damage. But because it's a crit, that doesn't matter. He's going to take just 5, and robots have a slightly different critical injury mechanic. Mostly he just takes extra damage, and he has a... and you can see, like, some sparks and wiring going up and around, and you think he's probably going to be just a little less effective at everything, because robots just get, like, a -1 every time they get a critical injury to just everything they do.
Nice.
They won't stop functioning ever until they're completely out of health, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Anyways, it is Foxy's turn again.
I'm gonna hold my action as I'm going to ask Lynx to find a way to get this thing to go down.
Alright, what are you holding it to do, or are you going to move yourself initiative?
I basically just want to move my initiative to, like, after Lynx.
Yeah, okay.
It's like after she sends us down.
There you go. Lynx.
Alright, Lynx is gonna see if she can't figure out how to get this cargo container to move.
Yeah.
Should I roll like a scan or
So-
something?
Yeah, you're going to need a scan.
9.
And 9. Well, I mean, this is about distance that you're really focusing on here. As you do a scan, you can definitely tell that sort of the regular Bluetooth airwaves. Your jammer's doing a pretty good job. Just a whole bunch of junk makes it really hard for any thing to get through. But this scan is really more about what is there. So you do notice 2 things. At the very back is a sort of sensor that's hidden behind a panel, quite cleverly hidden, that is just meant that if the right, I guess, identifier, like on the same frequency, all right, like the same kind of technology of like the Bluetooth Wi-Fi, the right thing happens, it just drops down automatically. And you can tell that there is stuff down below you, but you can only tell because normally when you scan, there is a sort of like vague amount of background radiation, noise, whatever, for any distance, and below you is nothing. Absolutely zero signal of any kind at all coming from below you.
Yeah.
Since of stuff is still something.
Uh-huh. Alright, do what you can, Ma. Get us out of here.
This is not gonna be great because Lynx knows that as soon as she drops in, like, a lot of her shit's probably gonna break. It's like, okay, any last minute instructions before we go, because Lynx is probably not gonna be able to connect. Like, it's like, Fox, any last second instructions? I'm probably not gonna be able to connect once we head down.
Oh boy. Keep your heads down, keep moving, don't do anything stupid. Just think to yourself, would Fox do this? And if the answer is yes, avoid doing that in any jurisdiction possible.
Alright. Well, what does Lynx need to do to match the, or identify the frequency to...
Cyber tech, I'd say, or security tech.
Okay. Lynx will run a security check with their scanner out. 23.
Yeah, it doesn't really take much. I mean, it's pretty serious security, but you know what the shit you're doing. So, yeah, you sort of end up moving back here to do this. And I do need to make sure I have both of you highlighted. As this thing starts moving downwards, and I just temporarily am going to move you guys.
Whew.
It's just a small square at the back that moves. You're in fact surprised it's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
And in front of you is a conveyor belt. A bunch of these robot arms that are actively start moving when you go down, and the conveyor belt actually kind of extends into here in sort of a clever hidden way. And you are kind of being moved onto here until Lynx, you have enough movement to jump off, and Fox, it's going to be like your turn.
Yeah.
So you can jump off.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna hop right on down. Just like
Lynx, also, where do you want to be on the side of this conveyor belt? You can just pick.
just be with me.
Same side as Fox.
Be with me.
Oh, sorry. There's where you're going to be. All right. So yeah, Fox, you got movement and such to go. There's a sort of half wall and then glass to the ceiling is what this line is. And then these doors are perfectly glass, so you can see the other side. This conveyor belt is coming up from the ground. This one is going level. So this is like coming up from a lower level. You can tell these stairs at the top go down, these stairs at the bottom go up.
Guess we're heading down then.
We'll see.
All right.
And yeah, Lynx, your stuff doesn't like break, but it's like something is absolutely stopping any sort of communication from not even just getting out, but even your deck to like anything wireless that you want to do at all stops immediately. It can't move a single inch, a centimeter away from any of your stuff, but it doesn't break.
Huh.
Okay, so it just can't send signals now. Okay,
Yeah.
well, Lynx is gonna draw her sword because most of the stuff that she does is wireless. So this is a little concerning.
And I'm gonna say you can just like follow Fox if Fox just wants to go to the next door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up to this door and like go like right up to like where like head towards where these stairs are. I'm right at the top of the stairs as far as I can get with my movement. I just want to be right there. Just like, you ready to head down? And I guess I'll end my turn there since I don't really have an action to do anything. Like just kind of like keep my head cool, make sure everybody's with me, and just like I'll wait for my next turn. Honestly, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like you to roll me some perception and Lynx also real quick.
You
Okay.
have got it, boss. Alright, 12.
Lynx, with your perception, Fox doesn't quite get it. You can tell this door does go up, or this stairway, and you went down quite a ways, but the distance to you implies, oh yeah, that's probably in the gas station somewhere, is where that goes up. And this is probably the other container that was just across the way from you. Because like these elevators don't go straight up and down, they're kind of like moving back and forth a bit as they went down, and it went down a good ways, so...
Right.
You think it would take like your whole turn of using your action to move effectively to get down these steps, just kind of guesstimating. And you don't see anything coming down yet. Like, it's pretty silent, but you know that this is where they'd be coming from if they know you're down here.
Got it.
Alright, we got initiative, so let's just keep moving while we got the time.
Anyways, Doc, back to you, and we're just gonna have these two on here so that the initiative counter doesn't break, but basically they are down in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to pretty much do the same thing from my little perch. Take aim at this guy again. But wait.
I'm gonna say now you don't need to wait. The other robots are firing. It's really just still roll me twice to see if you can hide it in someone else's gunfire.
Okay. 17.
What are you doing,
Yep.
Stafford?
And now roll me one more.
Damn it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're at the, if you want, you can back up exactly one square so that you could be in more critical range. I'm fine with that.
Okay, I think I'll do that. I am 1 meter out of critical range.
Right, because it's like not even a whole square. I'm like, fine, it's cool, whatever. But yeah,
Okay.
you just sort of back up a bit, get back in your position, and yeah, roll that damage.
Damn!
There's more ones than I would like to see.
Only 2 though, which is still good. We're still pushing through.
17. Hope that does
You
some-
peg this guy in the chest, and he is at low enough damage that I'm going to
fall off.
maybe.
Ooh, I was worried
Yeah.
there. That was almost a 9.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah, he has a -2 to this, so you see this thing is still functioning as it splays off onto the ground, but it's not like it can't get up. You have blasted the lower half away from the upper half,
Nice.
as it technically takes another 5 damage from a critical injury for getting less than half health, and it goes down.
Nice.
It's still kind of functioning though, so like, I'm not putting an X on it, I'm putting something else. It might be able to crawl its way. I'm gonna put that on there. It might be able to crawl its way somewhere.
Fair enough.
Again, pick the square in front of you, Doc, not the thing you're on, because that's off the edge of the hexes. That's why you're getting weird +2s, .2s.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, speaking of this thing, the robot crawls to, like, there, the one that you shot at. But none of the robots turn to look your way, although this guy and this guy, or actually all 4 of these robots that are right here, go and look at Daniel.
Well,
Now the hard part.
This one comes here, and this one comes here. And actually the rifle ones seem to be focusing on Ozzy.
Are
this
these
guy kinda like-
rifles or assault rifles?
They're assault rifles.
that was my thought.
Is Ozzy gonna make a move?
Oh, that's right. Ozzy gets to go. Let me do that first. He'll wait for them to move just because it gets them
This
in
is
better range.
Daniel.
13. I don't think that makes it, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
That's what we're looking
Though I don't know why. Yeah, okay. So yeah, at the ranges he's at, he just kind of is firing. I think you do see that he, Ozzy is the way you programmed him. Is he gonna go left to right or right to left? What do you think? As he just has a bunch of very valuable targets.
I mean,
Do you think like Ozzy? Well, okay, so you can give Ozzy like sort of like direct, I guess, directions to like, hey, focus on somebody, like, you know,
Yeah, you
between.
could describe a target and it would
Yeah.
focus on them. But
Combat
yeah,
Doctrine
see
would
it.
say right to left,
Yeah.
just because our approach is on the right. So you want we would want to sweep out away from us. So you want to go right to left just by default, but
Yeah.
it's not my call. So I want to do.
I mean, like, that makes sense, right? That it would go like, you know.
Yeah, like you want to sweep away from us, basically. You don't want to
Yeah.
have, because that's like in the case of like me and you getting out of there. If there's still robots, he's not trailing fire into us if we're running away. He's pulling it. He's pulling fire away from us as we're moving out.
Yeah. And then, like, if he had to move, he'd probably go in like this direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, just curious. So yeah, he starts firing at this guy, I think. And it's kind of an up angle, mostly because he can't really fire this way. The gun is at the back of him. He can't fire through himself. But yeah, he just starts blasting and just peppering sort of this whole area with
So
bullets.
anyway, I started blasting.
So we're just gonna have, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rifles pointed at him. And this is also right to left.
We like low rolls. We like those low rolls. We like those. I got 11. 11 looks good.
13, 17, 16, 11. Sorry, I just have to make sure I have all these at the right.
13's gotta miss. Ozzy missed at that range. Right?
Well, it depends on which firearms they have.
That's true.
So yeah, they're all within like the 26 to 50 range, which is actually ideal for assault rifles. So only the 11 misses. Only sort of this guy way off here doesn't get him. So that's still quite a lot of fire for our unfortunate friend.
Huh.
No, Ozzy! Oof.
So do you count, for the purposes of armor, do you count them all together, or do you count them
I'm
separately?
doing them in 3. I'm doing that in 4 chunks.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that first one technically doesn't do any damage because he just rolled 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's 8, 7, 6. No, that's 8. Yeah, 8, 7, 6. That's. Oh, sorry. I should actually remove the last several dice as well because I should have done 3 sets of 4. Anyways,
Just happen
8,
to be
7.
the lowest rolls.
Mm-hmm. That first guy doesn't do no damage. So yeah, you see him get peppered, and he is gonna take. If I can. Damn, I really should have done this separately. Oh well.
That's fine.
Yeah, he takes a pretty good chunk of health there, because he's already losing quite a lot of armor. I'm going to say that is just the side of him, though. Once that starts going through, they'll start getting into some critical components.
Ah.
Thankfully, or maybe unthankfully, you see actually the assault rifle guys, or the SMG guys start sort of heading towards Daniel because he's maybe a better ranged threat for them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this guy just runs his best and gets, like, there. But, yeah, 2 of them are gonna... $28 and 26? And it might surprise you, for SMGs, that range is not great, and so neither of them managed to hit Daniel at all.
Hey, we love when that happens.
Spraying at him. I mean, Dan doesn't look happy about that, but you know.
That was the plan. It's fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Everybody's going according to plan so far, I would say, guys.
Speaking of which, yeah, he's gonna, on his turn, roll him a certain way down this way.
Keep it moving, Danny boy. Always moving.
Or no, why am I doing that? I have his sheet open. Where his,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
oof, he's gonna roll that again with a luck point.
Oh, a 1 and 2 10s.
With the crit.
And then we're gonna run it right back with the crit.
That's happened today.
All that red and
You
green
see
is
him-
looking like Christmas over here.
You see him bounce this thing up onto this wall.
What?
Damn.
Okay, he's badass. Damn.
Hello?
Just so he can take a area of effect shot. Like, you see him. He has a special like loader on the bottom. You see him like pull the handle to the side and choo choo. Or actually, why do I keep doing that when I have sounds like this?
Hell yeah.
He loads a special round in there, and he is just doing an area of effect for this.
I want to see it. I
And
want to
so-
feel it.
So this thing is actually just going to have to try and avoid a thing instead.
That's a pretty good roll.
It is, but Daniel has, like, this is a smart gun. It has bonuses to the DVs, so
Damn.
it barely doesn't make it, as both of these two down here get blasted. I just need to remember what the damage is for that.
You got it. I believe in you.
Big wow.
What am
That's
I-
what it is.
What am I doing? I can always just do this. So ignore that roll, but the damage.
Damage.
17. Alright. Or no, I'm just adding. So yeah, these things seem to be peppered with damage as they. You see their armor perforated, but they're not really doing much other than that damage. And then yeah, he sort of drives off down here, pulls a Yui,
Damn,
and
son.
he still has a lot of movement on this vehicle, and is running back that way.
Damn, son. Hit and run tactics. I fuck with it.
Damn.
So,
Wow, Danny.
yeah, that was his turn. We're gonna head back downstairs.
Technically Foxy's turn, I guess, first.
Oh yeah, true. True facts. True facts.
Lynx is just gonna
I'm
follow
need
behind
to-
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you guys can just, like, if you want to, go down the stairs, and then we can have Lynx take her turn there.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's do that. Down the stairs we go.
So that's gonna be just your standard movement, so Lynx, you still have an action. There's like a desk here, it looks like the only human thing in here. And yeah, you can see that these are like chutes that the other arms put materials down.
This is a bit of bullshit, but can I, for the sake of time, give her my movement to get over to the desk? Because I don't think I have anything to do down here except for watch her and
Are you
hope
just
she doesn't
gonna,
get shot.
Just
So
pick her up and move her to the
I
desk.
just pick her up and walk her over to the desk. Just sit here, work.
You both gotta be there. But yeah, so you two are just sitting there like, alright, this is where we're at.
Yeah, I'll just like, all right, you do work. I will make sure nothing shoots you in the back of the head. Good luck.
So yeah, you can put yourself anywhere in this like upper quadrant of the map.
I'm just gonna be like right. I
I
want to be like right near her, right behind her. I don't want to get too far, because something might creep up on her. I just want to be near her. I got my SMG slung behind me. I got my pistol on my waist. I'm just keeping my eyes up, just like work on whatever you can out here. Find something useful. I will keep anything from popping up down here on you.
Yeah. So Lynx, this is the only part of this that has like a human interface. It's like a honestly not new, but pretty high-end computer for what you assume was like 7-8 years ago.
Rising.
Again, this is something that Spider had probably helped set up and probably upgraded a bit, you assume. So yeah, it's decent, but it's barely just there to sort of be the one place you can physically interact with this place if it like completely falls apart.
Like the last resort, kind of.
Yeah. And yeah, you don't see anything down here. The robot arms aren't moving yet, because there's no materials. But you can definitely see that at the end of each of these is like an Omni tool setup that could break down materials and rearrange them as needed. But you don't see anything being built right now. You assume that they have to wait for materials. In fact, the shipping of materials here is the biggest factor to, how much work they get done.
Got it. All
The
right.
production time probably doesn't take much time at all, actually.
Huh. Interesting. Well, Lynx
So
is
yeah, you can jack into this computer if you'd like.
Jack in, Mega Man.
pulls out a cord, shoves it in. I guess since you can't can't do it wirelessly, gotta wire in, and that's a little funky for Lynx, but she is glad she prepared her cyber deck for this.
Don't worry, I got your back. I'll watch your meat sack.
Yes.
That's not weird to say.
You plug in, and you recognize a few things first without having to roll. One, this is net architecture definitely set up by Spider, just like his style of doing so. And two, it has been rearranged in a way that doesn't feel human. Like someone has fucked with the structure in a way that feels digital and artificial and odd.
Like almost like Oryx, actually.
Yeah, except Oryx still has a certain logic to it. This feels erratic.
Yeah.
Scrap code.
Like, no, it's definitely done with purpose. You can tell there's a lot of commands for making various kinds of drones that are just like, this is all one room, it's all one node. It's like, this is just where everything is controlled. You don't know why, probably just it gets by on stealth. But that's kind of the way it is. But also, it's not connected to any of the robots upstairs at all.
Interesting.
But it's, signals don't go in, don't go out. You would need to do, like, actions to interact with the node and such.
Alright, well, first things first, gotta install that armor and flak, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Do it!
So she's gonna...
Yeah, that just happens.
So she'll do that, and then, I guess, roll for trying to interact with the node.
Yeah, you could also do Pathfinder, because that does sort of help you see stuff.
Ooh,
There's no
let's
paths to find, but...
Yeah,
still
let's do a
for, like,
Pathfinder
finding
check then.
things.
Is it rolling? Roll 20?
I don't see it. Roll 20. There it is.
11.
Yeah,
Lim.
so the node does have a password on it that you don't break through, but 11 does show you that there is sort of there's some program that's going to trigger once you open that node, unless you, like, backdoor your way in through it.
Okay.
But you didn't roll high enough to, one, pass either the door or the program trap check, so you don't know what that does, and you can't access the node until you backdoor in.
Got it. On the plus side, at least Lynx has not accidentally set off the trap.
I feel like I needed to be clear that that's what you should do, just because normally you would for door, but it's possible to have these things on a node. It just hasn't happened yet. Lynx would know that. Anyways.
All right, that's Lynx's 3 actions. Even at level 6, only has 3 actions. Christ.
Alrighty. Alright, Doc?
Oh boy. Alright, so Doc, after seeing Daniel's brave exploits, is going to take aim at the one that he damaged, that is...
Oh, the one that... Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And attempts to pick it off.
Wow. Perfect range too.
Yeah.
Although, again, from there, not from on you. It's still in front
That's
of you.
true.
Still, like, in the sweet spot.
Damn.
Yeah, 20's gonna hit.
Alright. Do I need to
Damage.
worry about camouflaging the shot, or can
Yeah, you can roll again. That's gonna be for camouflage then.
Still a hit.
Let's go ahead.
Am I glad to be in that sweet spot?
Yep.
20.
Not as many ones. Good.
You blew all your ones.
Okay.
That's on this guy.
All right. I keep on pointing at the wrong one. Doesn't matter. Let's. Why did it do that?
You used the wrong slash.
There was a period in front of the /R.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy there doesn't fall over. So technically, he still just has. But you still do a lot of damage to him. That thing's barely standing. It does have a -1 to stuff. So you did get him. You did him real good. All right. So I'm just going to.
Or freaking Ozzy.
Oof.
I need lower rolls, bad guys.
Does he have any programming on what to do when it's hole?
I mean, I figured at like half health, it's time to drive away.
Time to fucking dip.
Oh, well, if that's the case, he should have started driving away already. But
Well,
actually, no. This is several layers of armor. So actually, that should just be 0. So you see the outer hull of Ozzy just ripped open. Like there's now new windows on the side.
We'll patch him up later. It's okay.
Yeah. And so this
Time
is
to
still
skate,
minus...
boy.
Yeah. So you assume there's more structural damage as this thing starts rattling. And yeah. Does he go off to the left side? What's he doing?
I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna go towards the left, and then try to like, if possible, maybe like do a U-turn to like present the other side because that side's also armored. But otherwise, it's just gonna go left and like shoot.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, he can just kind of pull out here and pull a Yui.
Yeah, pull U-turn, come back towards us, or towards towards Dan at least. Just get out of there. Well, not like all the way like right directly towards Doc, but just like get the fuck out. You know.
Yeah, he actually pulls a pretty intricate and tight U-turn, and you can place him basically anywhere on this map down here by the road, because he can just... It's actually like a pretty good just like squealing tire thing.
If you put him like here, or is that too far?
Where?
Like here?
Yeah, you can get there. He basically on the spot just whoop, and I'm even gonna say just to protect his side a bit, he does one of these.
Nice.
nice.
Hell yeah, get our boy out of there. should probably give Stream an actual view of what the fuck is going on with Ozzy. We have no idea. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Can he punch a hole through this guy?
Now this is his sort of.
Ah, got it. That's his
fine. I don't
secondary
give a
action.
fuck.
To...
Just get him out. We're past that part of the plan now.
Yep. Time to go.
I think he's firing as he goes out, and nope, he does not hit that guy.
That's fine.
Guys.
Not a problem.
Ozzy does not have luck. However, Rifle Dude's already went. These guys sort of get up to cover here.
Uh-oh.
Hey, friend.
So we're gonna.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
No.
Those aren't good numbers.
Those aren't good numbers.
Oh, no.
Well,
not
the
our
10
Danny
is
boy.
not a bad number. It's
Yeah,
the...
the 10's fine. The 18 I'm worried about.
Yep.
Not our Danny
Yeah,
boy.
This is.
Not our precious Daniel, son.
Whoop, that's the wrong kind of die. Excuse me.
Up.
No. Let's keep that.
Oh, yeah, we'll just rock with those, right?
Yeah.
Totally
They're
fine.
spiky. That means they hurt.
Yeah, exactly. They're evil dice 'cause they're spiky, right?
Yeah.
Now it works. Those are bad guy dice 'cause they're spiky. That's how it's gonna work in my
Triangles are the
TTRPG.
shape of evil.
That's gonna be in my TTRPG. All bad guys roll D4s for everything because they're the evil dice. It's very easy to think about. You're rolling for a bad guy, roll D4.
Pointy.
Now there's a body.
Scarier bad guy, roll more D4s. If it's a really, really, really scary bad guy, you can roll D8s.
Aha! So, Daniel, pulling off what looks like some amazing, like, bobbing and weaving on this bike, managed to avoid everything but the 18, as he actually rolls evasion against this instead of just letting himself be at the mercy of the DDs.
Smart.
Smart.
Well, it only gets hit
However-
once. Oof.
So, you think that they're firing at Daniel, you see that actually they fire at the bike Fernando.
Oh no.
No. not-
You see it just rake the tires down the side, and actually Daniel kind of gets thrown free of the bike as Fernando takes a tumble and is not functioning.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
No. Not
Oh,
Fernando.
not Fernando! Our first party casualty.
Although Daniel manages to land pretty well, like he tumbles and is already like propped against the bike and trying to use it as just solid cover for a second.
Oh dear. Stay alive out there, Daniel. We're gonna get you out of there, okay?
And yeah, actually, you see him reach into his pocket, and he's just gonna roll a thing that I don't know that he has a skill for this. He's not actually good at this, but he brought it anyways.
I believe.
Is it a grenade?
Good for a grenade, definitely.
It is in fact a grenade.
Hell yes.
As long as it doesn't land on him, it's probably okay, right?
Oh no! Oh no!
He's
15.
yeah, okay. So this is actually pretty good for him because he wanted to place that like here.
Perfect.
So yeah, he pulls out what looks like more of a homemade. Say what?
What skill do you roll for throwing things?
Oh, actually, it should have been. Yeah, sorry, it should have been another one of these when he re-rolled it, but
Better!
it's even better actually. Yeah, sorry, I accidentally hit shoulder weapons the second time. It's heavy weapons for the grenade launcher. You roll it twice. I mean, you roll it and it's just like the same thing, the same ranges and everything.
Cool.
Wow. Dang.
But you know, it doesn't hit exactly where he wanted it to go. He wanted it here, and it kind of rolls some. So it's only gonna get this guy for real, but that's the guy that's the most hurt. And whoop.
That's a good amount of damage.
Yeah, so this guy just goes down. That's in this corner here
Hell yeah, we like that.
because he was already pretty hurt. And there's a little bit of splash damage to the dude up here. It's the first thing he's gotten, but he takes. No, actually, so he looks like he gets rocked, but he is covered in a lot of armor.
Huh. Well, fair enough.
A little scorched.
So yeah, he's behind cover, and then we're just gonna go back to Lynx real quick.
It's on you, Ma. Do the things.
You can do about these guys.
We'll see, but they're all independent, so I don't know if Lynx can shut them down. Or
Hey,
if I can.
maybe if you can get past that door, you can reconnect the inside here with the outside there.
You know, sounds like a good idea. All right, Lynx will install the worm, her worm, and then make a back door. That's a +2 to her back door check roll.
Yeah.
13.
13. You definitely can make it past the door. You're not sure, but you don't think you can make it past the program you've identified with that roll. You can roll use a luck to roll again.
Do it.
We're gonna do it. Lynx will roll again. 17.
Yeah, so you're like really careful, and you're like, oh, I can definitely backdoor through this, like into this node, but I don't want to test that program. So you take, just in a moment of brilliance, you're like, all right, and you completely change your method, and you manage to get through both. And you enter this node, and I want to,
Oh shit, switching it
a little
up.
more chill moment. So you enter this, and there's just a lot of data to be thrown at you. The first thing you notice is that sort of buried between this factory and up there is a robot that is connected to this, or like some sort of mechanical thing that is making this field, basically, of no signals in, no signals out. And with that roll of sort of backdooring in, you have access to that. You can sort of flip it on and off. But there's a few other things you notice. This node does attach you to several different, I guess, data, like caches. One is just obvious, like, oh, this is like the operation manual, or like this is the operation record of this facility from when it was made to a certain point. Now you can guess pretty quickly, it's the point where, Spider lost control of this and it all went dark. There's a sort of garbled middle record that's going to take a net running action and a roll of some kind to sort of decipher. And then there's the record of what it's been doing since then. And you can glance over that, and yeah, it's been making these robots, but it's also been making several different models of various colors, actually, is like the way it's been described. It's like model red 1, 2, 3 of the different builds, and like blue 1, 2, 3, and the ones that you assume are the ones upstairs are dirt 1 and 2.
Huh. I mean,
And yeah, that's kind of what you see automatically, but it will take another action and some kind of roll to decipher this sort of garbled middle record.
you've got more actions.
Let's give it a go.
Mhm.
Okay, so 13.
I think that's enough. This is garbled not because someone has tried to make it so, but because it's just inherently this. And this is an extremely hastily scrawled, like, record that after a second it takes you to realize, oh, this is from an AI, like one that is together, but by the message it leaves, you think scared. It's we found this robot factory. It was making some kind of small drones. We were here just to make sure that they hadn't caught on to us as AI. Whoever owns this has been using it as a data point to dig into the net to try and find us. Someone may need the spider. That's not important. Something has come for us. Something is here. A face, terrible face, an AI that doesn't seem whole. Something that seems wrong and primitive and twisted, but powerful. We can't get out. It has ambushed us. Whatever happens to us, someone needs to know. There's something old, and it's coming for our people, for the AI. Someone needs to get this out there. And you see this sort of large image file attached to it. You assume that if it had actually been like data, that something would have found it and scrubbed it, but you can open it and it is a string of numbers you're going to have to translate by hand. that is basically like they made pictures of ones and zeros to hide the fact that this data was in here.
Which is how an image is stored, so...
No, like, the image file is ones and zeros, but it's a picture of ones and zeros in line that you know if you put those together will translate into something. So it's like a sneaky way of hiding data that doesn't look like the data it's hiding.
Smart.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that it's you can have a program that sort of already did that, because it's kind of you sort of retranslate it automatically just using like image recognition, and it is a face. It's like a visual representation of an AI and then a bunch of data on it, and it is very, very old, and it is not. It's not right. It's not correct. There is a logic structure to the brain of an AI, and this doesn't really have it. And then there is a name attached to it that you just don't have the context for. You don't know what it is, and we'll maybe roll for that in a second. But you do know that you can turn off like the in and out thing real quick, like the thing that prevents you from sending signals upward, if you'd like to do that as well.
Lynx, would you say Lynx has like gotten that like the garbled data like maybe like on our cyberdeck, or no?
You could have copied that very quickly as part of the roll to translate it. I think you kind of had to unscramble it.
Okay, because like Lynx wants to make sure that like the relevant data, right, is there is still there before she even bothers to open it up. And I'm guessing there's no information about like who has been using the factory.
No, but I mean, from that message, you assume whatever AI came in and wiped out the other two, whatever this wrong AI is, probably is the one that's taken over the factory.
Got it.
Like, that garbled data is basically these two AI that Spider mentioned that disappeared in his factory, and their last record before they disappeared.
Okay, that's not ominous. Lynx is not... Okay, so she's gonna turn to Fox and be like, okay, if you see anything happen to my deck, or like, just yank me out, and she's gonna turn off the machine.
I got you.
So,
Pull me out.
The second you do that, there is a sudden like expansion of this network, as you suddenly have like network direct access to every robot in range, and the range is like miles. In an instant, they all communicate with each other outside of your scrambling, but also they are all subservient to this node. There's like 100 of these robots in a 5-mile radius. You are dealing with the tiniest bare minimum inside of here. Most of them are patrolling around.
Just turn it off.
So Lynx, you're technically out of actions, but a command thing shows up on the screen. So Fox, you have a chance to turn them off yourself.
Well, I guess that's time for me to do the first useful thing I've done since we got in here. I'm gonna press the off button.
Yeah, so I need you to roll some kind of tech skill to know what to type in.
Here we go!
Oh no. Kit.
I'm gonna roll.
The flavor of this is like, Lynx is mid-action knowing all of this and is trying to tell you, but you just see a big command screen that's like, robot activity.
I'm gonna
Commands?
roll basic tech.
Yeah.
Here we go!
Or Lynx is like, please tell me that you...
6!
You can roll with all the luck you want.
I'm gonna use another luck point.
You could use many luck points.
I'm gonna
if you
use
want.
another luck point, and we're gonna keep trying until this works. That's another luck point. I got 5 left. That's a 9. Another luck point. I got
a 10. So sorry, the 10 is...
Alright, that's a 10. A 10 is enough then. We'll take that.
The 11. So
Alright,
yeah,
we'll take the
you,
11.
I mean, because these are... So yeah,
I'm so
Fox,
dumb!
how are you doing this? I want the flavor of what does Fox do when he sees a command thing for fuck with the robots.
He just sees, like,
Although,
robots.
when you have
He's just
intelligence,
like...
you just guess the right answer.
That has to be
instinctively.
useful. He will just take his hand and just plant it on the keyboard. Just...
You just physically key smash.
Yeah, just physical key smash. Just...
Luck beyond luck, because that's how we're flavoring the many rolls. Luck beyond luck, And Lynx, you sort of see this happening because this is all in an instant. As you're like, oh shit, yeah, all the robots. This thing has like an autocorrect feature as you just slam your hands down, and you get like 4 commands in there at once. One is just like systems operations, basically, is the command it operates to, and then another is
fuck,
like,
I opened BIOS, I'm sorry.
Yeah. One is like auto clean sequence, and in this very moment, you see all the robot arms start like sudsing up as they start cleaning themselves. But the very last one, the very, very last one is emergency shutdown.
Did I do it?
You guys don't know, but in this very instant, Doc, as you sort of see as like Daniel is up against the wall, you're starting to aim to be like, I gotta save him from one of these guys. You see this robot here that's like coming around the corner suddenly stop. And in fact, they all stop at an eerily the same time. Guns go down, and they just sort of look at the ground and hunch over.
Well, you certainly did something.
Yeah, Link,
gonna
now
hope
that
it
sort
was
of
the good
combat
thing.
ends very quickly as all the targets are gone. I think, Doc, you see Ozzy just start firing still because he doesn't have commands to stop. He's just like, hey, there's a robot there. Yeah, like, basically everything up here like gets shredded in all the cars. So it's not a quiet moment for you, but you're like, well, I think that's the end. And so yeah, Lynx, you know, yeah, he just shut all the robots off. They're just like gonna stop moving. And the emergency shut off is the luckiest upon lucky thing because they don't have like any commands to emergency shut off. It is there for if the robots start like selecting the wrong target, basically.
So Ma, did I do it?
You manage.
Did I do the thing? Did I turn the robots off?
You got so. Kit, how do you have such luck? Yes, you got the robots.
What can I say? Lady Luck's my mistress.
Wait, when were you married?
Yeah.
I don't remember you getting married.
It's a metaphor. But actually,
I'm confused with that comic we read about.
and actually, since
who gets married to death.
Since specifically only Lynx is here, he'll just say, but actually, since you're talking about that... Wait, no, sorry, wrong time. Let's not.
Did you propose to Jess?
No, I didn't. I just thought about it a little bit just now, I guess.
Well,
So
let me know and I'll help you pick out a ring.
Oh god, please don't act so enthusiastic about this. I'm not sure.
So, I do want to give, like, a closing moment. You guys can start communicating, and I would like, Lynx, as you sort of look through the name of this AI, it's like a person's name, not like a true AI's name. And so I would like, you three, and then also Daniel's going to do this, roll me history real quick, because you're like, I swear I know this name.
I am...
Or basic education, or whatever it is. I'm trying to remember.
I have some points in education. Hiya!
I have some tiny number of points in education because
12.
Lynx is not here
You're
for
required
education.
to.
The 16 is better.
I have a few points in
The
education.
18's even better.
18 is best. So, yeah, so Daniel and Fox, you're like, I don't know, whoever the fuck this guy is, what's his name?
What's the name?
His last name sounds weird, sounds smelly. You two, no, there's a reason for that, because you two recognize this name as a, this is the name of an old CEO that's supposed to be dead, that was kind of like a joke amongst CEOs of like, this guy doesn't actually know tech. The name of this AI, a man that has been terrified of dying, is Elon Musk.
I fucking knew it! God damn it!
God damn it, Tate! We're gonna end on that fucking note.
I knew it! I was like, okay, I know we were just memeing. I know he's not gonna actually do the whole Elon Musk thing. He's just memeing. Then we got into the factory, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And you kept saying, you kept talking about cars, and I was like, wait a minute. And then you were like, oh yeah, some like joke CEO who doesn't know shit about tech, and I'm like, no way. God damn it, Tate.
Show its parody and any relation to real peoples is specifically to fuck with them.
Well done. Just well done. Just
Anyways,
well
I
played.
need to get going out. that whole the reason we're doing the recording beforehand. I got some stuff to do, but yeah, let's have an extra. Everyone, tell your social medias and stuff. Starting with Fox.
Word, you know who it is. It's your boy,
I don't
Young
have
Foxy,
everything.
aka Big Foxy, aka your favorite Fox, hanging out on the Twitter sphere at Big Foxy. That's BIG_FOXXI. Hang out with me on there. I talk a lot of shit and don't go right wingers. Trying to get my followers back up, so drop a follow or you're anti-black. I don't know how to tell you. Besides that, I don't know. I got a lot of shit coming on here. Roundhouse is
Already
over,
have more followers than
so
this
the
channel.
next thing you're gonna see me in anywhere really would be here next weekend for Seven Sons and then In His Divine Name. Probably gotta figure out some specifics with that. Other than that, I'm working on some other fun shit. Like I said, I told my friends today, the next wave of Young Foxy content, as it were, starts up now. I'm starting to send out cast requests, and we're working on some really fun shit. But I don't know. I'll leave the social plugs for Tate towards the end. So that's all I got. Catch me later. You know where I'm at. Take it away, Michelle.
I'm Michelle. I don't have social media.
She's not
well,
real.
I,
Don't
I
perceive her.
technically I do, but like I also don't.
A true netrunner has no social media. You can't
Drop your LinkedIn.
Something. I have something.
GitHub.
I mean, I exist on Discord.
That's
You
true.
can see it on the Discord.
Yeah.
True
Join the
next time
Discord. Whoever's managing chat while this is going should make sure they drop all like the links in the Discord.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. I will definitely
Yeah.
try to do that.
Point. But anywho,
Exclamation
the
point.
next time you'll see me is on Seven Sons on Saturday.
Big old Seven
Yeah.
Sons.
Yo, Dan.
All right, you're pointing at Tate from my perspective. Hi, I'm Dan. Now you're just pointing at Now you're pointing at Chris.
Let's fuck it.
It's fine.
Do the
Sorry about
do the outro.
Hi, I'm Dan. I have a Twitter. You can follow me at Land the Dan. I don't really have a specific theme. I just, in the words of Bo Burnham, I tweet every thought I think, which is why it's barely ever updated.
Respect.
But you can follow me.
And empty, no thoughts.
Yeah, no thoughts, just vibes and wrestling memes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say. I'm also here sometimes.
Seven
And
Sons in particular.
True.
yes, and the next time I'll be here is next Saturday for the Seven Sons at probably around 5, unless something else happens.
True.
And hi, my name is Tate Washburn. You can find me on Twitter at kinda_writing, but mostly that's just like me being a little shit and talking about writing and tabletop and stuff. It's fine. What you really do is follow this channel's social media at Neon Lights Are Play, I believe is the Twitter. I think I got that right. It'll be in the chat. And yeah, where you can get updated on everything we do. I run this game. I'm normally in Seven Sons, but I'm going to be gone. I will not have even Wi-Fi. I'm going to be in the middle of a fucking lake. So, I don't know. Fox is going to have to figure that out, is what Wolf does.
I'll
We'll
make
see.
it work. Don't
Anyways,
worry about it. I got plans. It's all according to Keikaku.
It's all y'all's problem. And yeah, you should catch us next time, 2 weeks from now, from when this video is playing, not from now when we're recording it, with more neon lights as we see what the hell all of that stuff meant.
See,
And
we're gonna attack and dethrone Elon Musk. It's gonna be great.
yeah,
All right, so if that's it, then I got one little thing just to talk about for some slight promo stuff. As you guys know, we have our applications going up for players right now. We've been doing some onboarding, taking in new people who are now in the player role. If you want to be a part of any of the new content we have coming up, or join any of our existing shows, we know when we have sub plays or anything like that, you want to absolutely put in one of those player apps and get a meeting booked with us so you can get, become a part of our community. We absolutely want to welcome you guys in, people of any age. Okay, maybe not any age. We're gonna prefer you be, like not a minor. That'd be super helpful. Because we curse a lot. But besides that, just like any experience with tabletop experience, doesn't matter if you like have 30 years of experience or like no years at all. What you've played, what you haven't played, doesn't matter. Please sign up. In particular, and I'm going to put us over to the transition image right now. I'm going to announce this. For those who were aware, we ran our Naruto one-shot, A Blade's Will. It was super dope.
Very
It
good.
was awesome, very fun. Please watch the VOD if you haven't. It's on our YouTube, which I'll also link in the chat. But
Blades of Glory.
we announced that there was a upcoming campaign being launched in that with the upcoming Shinobi War. We lied. There isn't a campaign coming up. There's two, actually. So,
Ooh.
if you feel like having one side of the war just simply wasn't enough, I'd like you to decide to
Read the lore, make your choice, and pick a side as we invite you to join either a Blades Will Alliance of Heaven or a Blades Will Coalition of Steel, as both sides of the war will get rotating one-shot campaigns running throughout the next several months, each of which will be run by Michelle with co-writing by me and also some writing by Tate. It'll be super, super awesome, run in the Naruto setting that we created. Our characters still exist and will be popping in for fun appearances. We have a lot of awesome, fun things planned, so if you want to get some awesome anime Naruto goodness done, sign up to be a player and be on the lookout for invites for, sessions 1 and 2 for these. It'll be so much fun. We cannot wait to have this going, but that is honestly all we've got for you guys, unless we have everything else to say.
No?
All right, then. We love you all so much. Take care. Be safe. And goodbye.
Bye.